style and charm, she's a stunner. Flipping through glass with the latest craze. Trying to cook, oh how they dazzle. We keep it real, spilling the truth. In a circle of acquaintances, always from lipstick shades to celebs, we sharing the backfield, the angelic crease. Page by page, we turn our worlds, sit still and strong and life unfurled.
Hey, ladies and gents, we are back for round 2 right here on the front porch. Is y'all ready for Sierra? Child, Sierra ain't learned nothing. Let me speak to everybody in the chat. Hey, Real, in the bushes, I have to cook dinner. What's for dinner, Real? Hey, listen to me, 301. Hey, Cupcake. Hey, Cotton Candy Curls. Hey, Nestos. Thank you for being here for round 2. You held it out with me on round 1. You, Miss E, I said what I said. Vic to the bell. Hey, Cross Country Cruise. Her. Hey, Vicky. Hey, I said what I said. Miss E, you back. Thank you, Mods. I really appreciate you. Sanders, you back? Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Hey, Nola. Hey, Inel. Hey, Salty Buzzard. Hey, Dimples Wimples 504. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming back. I've been over here working and editing, y'all. I thought we would watch at least one of the tablet FaceTime visits. It's a short one from, I think it's March 2025. It's about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. I can't remember the time frame. Before we get into Sierra. Hey, Leo lady. Hey, Patty. Found 2 babies. I was at them folks' job doing the first live. Round 2. Okay, round 2, baby. Yeah, she was on your black job. I'll be on my job tomorrow. Bank, you back? Bank said, I'm in the car, but I'm just listening. Thank you, Bank. Hey, Florida girl. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all so much for coming back. Y'all know Sierra had us on the goddamn tip of our chairs, wondering when she gonna damn wake up. We just want to shake the damn devil out of her, okay? Shoot, the son said, don't let him ride. He may want to drive. And he is over there driving Miss Sierra, honey, and she don't know what to do. Jail ain't stopped her. We on what? Scam number what? 5 or 6? Hey, Mistress Monica. I wrote them down yesterday. Bank was helping me in the chat. Sure. She had the original initial fraud scam that got her locked up. Oh, yeah. Then she had the pregnancy scam. She had the kitchen scam. Then she had the officer hookup, Holly, if you hear me, scam. She had the cigarette scam and the book scam. And she's still not done, y'all. Hey, Aries 1. She's still not done. Okay. When I say a hard head make a soft behind, we are definitely talking about Sierra. She not getting it. Yes, I was enjoying the story time yesterday and I'm ready for part 2. Hey, everyone. Thank you, Beautifully Made 13. But before we get into that, y'all, let's see what Cynthia and Buckwheat talking about, honey. This is the beginning of March. And let me remove this banner. I'm gonna drop these in members sometime this week. Oh, let me put on my other one, this one, since I'm gonna be doing that story time. And by that time, we'll see who joins us. I don't like the way this look. Look crazy. Sierra, or who we talking about? Yeah. Were you here for part one of the story time on yesterday? You probably left because we were on here a while. I don't like this. This look weird.
Okay. Well, you're good. I just checking on you and everything.
I'm in the bed. Look, I just got back. Don't put that on your head. No, that's gross. Don't do that.
Okay, I'm just checking on you.
It's March
I'm just
1st.
laying here looking
That's
at cars. I found one, but it's in Jacksonville.
Okay.
How are you?
Hey, gotta stay prayed up. Gotta stay prayed up. Yeah. That's it. Okay, I just want to put my eyes on you, make sure you're good. That's it.
I'm laying down. See my
Yeah,
pillow?
that's good. Yeah, I can see it. I can say, I see them lips. How about that? All right, well, you enjoy your
Yeah,
day. I
I'm in.
just
Yes, I got them all
check
edited
on
up
you. That's
to,
it.
I think, March,
See how I'm doing.
whatever the
Yes.
last date is in here.
Old
I've
folks
been
gotta check
working.
on old folks right
Oh, you
Yeah.
Not
missed
a
the
thing.
part
Oh,
yesterday.
don't do that. It's nasty. Ew.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just sitting here
What
trying
in
to
the
figure out
damn
this
senior
car
citizen going
situation.
on
And I'll be
here?
so happy when it's over.
Yeah. 10-4.
When everything is over.
Yeah.
Hi.
10-4. All right, we love you very much. See you later.
Did you check your account?
I'm finna do it
Don't
now.
stand in it. That's gross. Oh my gosh. What happened?
Okay, I'm finna check now.
It was very painful editing these. Y'all did warn me, but baby, I guess I wasn't ready. Cause honey, it's the damn Nesto not knowing how to work the technology. He was getting on my last nerve. It was very painful.
Check it. It's
All
only
right.
good.
Okay.
Hey,
All right. I'll check it
Ebony.
now. Okay, love you.
Like, you
Oh,
call me later
Nesto
or call me
knows that he's
whenever.
not getting out of
All right, bye.
jail.
Bye.
What day is this?
I'll see you
Oh, this is the 3rd.
today.
You said what?
I see you on point today. I see.
No, I'm not. I got a robe on my hair. Can you see my hair?
Girl, we can't see
I
none with
got
this
2 plaits
bubble.
in my head.
What made them start doing this
Okay,
bubble?
I was just move, boy. I was just about to go play in the living room. Go play. Don't whine about it. I was just about to get ready to go pick up my mail.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. Don't follow me. Don't follow me.
I want to
Anyway.
talk to you.
Yes, I've
Oh,
been dragging.
Okay,
I've
cool.
been dragging.
That's all right. I got a chance to see your face. I'm good.
this is so weird.
Yeah. A hot mess. A
I
hot
see
mess.
what y'all mean by
I
how
talked to
boring
what's
this
the name. She
is.
said she's gonna come see you
Oh yeah, really?
and update you. Yeah.
All right. That's
Yeah, she gotta come. I told her to send all the stuff that whatever's been filed lately.
Oh, thank you, Vicky. I didn't know
okay.
that.
So you could just be up to speed on everything. And she said the same thing. I'm just waiting on the judge.
Okay. What's going on with that down there? What's going on with that mouthpiece?
Hey,
You
Karen.
been biting on your lip? Yeah, I can see. Okay.
No, it's for grinding.
Oh, okay.
You know how you grind in your sleep?
Yeah. I got that
Well, she
problem.
got a mouth guard.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
had it for 3 years. Yeah. That's why I got
Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm ready to get on. I gotta get it tuned up. To get tuned up.
What's the tune up?
Yeah. But anyway,
Hey, Kimmy K.
I saw your face. I'm good. Just want to make sure you check on you, make sure you're getting your rest. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Great grandmama, great aunt, great auntie.
Hey, social wife Melissa.
For everybody.
Other mother.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right.
gosh. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, yeah, I'll check on you later.
What time you gonna call me back?
Probably about 6.
All right. I'll put an alarm. I'll be back by then. I'm just gonna run and get some mail.
Put an alarm
I was supposed to
on.
go look at a car, but
No, that's
you know.
okay. I get it. All right. Well, hold it down. Hold it down. Love you. Have a good one.
Love you.
How much do these cost? I guess it's 6 o'clock.
Can you see?
Yeah, 6:50.
Oh,
This messing with my
No, no. Can you
eyes.
see? Can you see? Because you don't have your glasses on your face. Oh man,
Yes, you do.
okay.
my hair is not done.
No, it's okay. Okay,
I
that's
got,
all right.
I got two
Stop holding
pigtails
it
in my head,
down.
and I'm.
I can't
Hey,
see that
plant
in it.
lover.
You can't see that good. Thank you.
Oh,
Hey,
I can see
TD
it on the
Will.
edges. Yeah, I can see.
You
We
what?
see.
I
Put
don't
that
Oh,
like
down.
this.
Okay.
You need
Give
to
me
go
a
down there
second.
to the jail, Cynthia. I don't like this.
you got a full-fledged daycare going on.
Oh my God, you don't understand. Vet was like, "You sound so tired now." I was like, "No, I took a nap. I'm okay."
Okay. All right. All right. Well, okay. How your day going?
What's the hour?
Okay, look, stop running in the house and put my mop
Hey,
down.
Tanya, be here.
Why would you give her a mop? Give me that. Give me that mop. Give me the mop. Sit down.
Them kids finna damn run her raggedy. Shoot, Cynthia's daycare.
Oh my God, how you doing?
Why she be looking
You
like
keep it
this?
funny. You keep it funny.
Oh my God, we are the world over here. We
Just don't say you keeping me entertained.
are the world.
Yeah, you keep. Yeah, it's it's cool. Okay. All right. But then it's a new day. So what do you think about that terrorist?
How? What happened?
Terrorist tonight. The
I
terror
haven't
tonight.
seen any TV other than Blue's Clues.
Oh well. Okay.
What happened?
Now the terrorists start tonight. Oh, them the
What's
best
the
fries you eat. Them the best fries you eat right there. Those are the best fries. Those are the
cranky?
best ones. Yes.
Hey, much
Those are the
better
best
today.
ones. With some good ketchup.
Can't see it.
Yeah. Okay.
And some apple juice. Stop. I'm making them go to bed early tonight. I have some wine. I'm going to be drinking it apparently.
I don't know what for.
Well, you know,
They always eating when they on the line, I guess, with Nesto, and I don't understand why. 'Cause this is annoying.
it's about the children apparently, because the adults ain't doing right. So you know.
Oh. Okay.
Stop.
All right. Well, okay. Well, this thing finna get ready to cut off. I just want to check on you. Make sure you're good today. Yep. Thank you. There
No
was
makeup. No hair
yeah.
done.
Yeah, I can see.
No
Yeah.
edges.
I see them what do you call them things on your eyes there?
Freckles. I got
No.
freckles all up in here.
Yeah, I see all that. I'm talking about
You
the
see
behind
that?
your eye.
All
Do I
I
look
see is
tired?
bags.
Yeah, you look tired.
All I see is bags. That preparation H must not be working.
I am sleepy.
Yeah.
I look like my father with no makeup on.
Okay.
Don't look like moles. Don't look like moles, not freckles.
Yeah, okay. Well, the day was all right today. The day was
Hey,
all right
E,
today. It's all right. It's
did
just
I miss
I hate this
anybody?
little window thingy. Like, oh my God, it's so stupid.
it's stupid.
It's so dumb because it's just
Hey,
so
Kenna.
little.
I don't think I said hey
I
to
mean, the
Kenna.
closer I get, you can see better. But
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
All
sleepy.
right. Well,
Look, I'm sleepy.
good. Yeah, get you some rest. That's what you say. Get you some rest. You'll be all right. Just get you some rest. Yeah.
Will I? Because my
Yeah, I see it.
granddaughter, she's gone. I don't have no babysitter.
She probably burnt out.
I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go look at a car today. I couldn't do it.
Oh, wow. Well, hopefully the grown-up will start there tighten up because
What?
Cause what?
hopefully the grown-ups will tighten up, hopefully.
No, no signs of that. Not
Well,
even in the least. Not even in the
yep.
least. Straight, not even, like, not even together at all. No address, nothing.
That's
You know,
not good for you. That's not good for you.
I mean,
What the
it's a
godmama
cutoff.
gonna do?
It's a cutoff because, it's a time frame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a time frame. So,
yeah,
I'm sick of him in this damn laugh.
I
I
get
mean,
it. I get it. I
it's
understand.
cool for now, but it is a time frame. I ain't doing nothing right
That
now,
shit
but
ain't that
waiting.
funny,
So,
Nesto.
I
Stop
hear
it.
you know
you.
what I'm saying? So, certain things come, I guess certain things
I-
come to you for a reason.
yeah, that's true.
And I'm gonna have a conversation with her. I tried to have a conversation, but I don't think they care.
No, not
And if they don't care, it ain't nothing gonna happen. You gotta care. That's the first step. You gotta care. And if you
what the
don't, I mean,
what,
huh?
what the godparents say?
She the damn fairy godmama.
So the grandparent of the one already got one and said she can't take two. She can only handle one.
Wow.
So she got one. And then I had one.
I hate that she's telling him all this business. I don't know what it is with her and Shirley with just running him other people's business the way they do, but she's doing it in front of the kids. Like, come on now.
And then the other one, was there, but it was some abuse going on. And then some homelessness. So I was like, you know what? I'll take the other one. So I ended up with the two. Stop doing that. Yeah.
Okay.
But not bad kids at all. Little
Okay.
mister.
Well, you
They
gotta.
haven't broke anything yet.
Okay.
Not mister, Pam, but
I don't know how to
I don't
react
see
to
her. I
this.
don't see her getting it together. But his father just can't cut out. So his father's supposed to be coming to get him.
Oh, that is much needed. That is much needed. I so hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah, man.
Why you hope?
Is it
Wow.
dry?
Though, because you
No,
don't
that's not
like
your shirt.
kids.
That's a halter. Give me that. Get your nose out of it.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
but get you some rest in, if you can. Yep.
Those are your shorts. Why would you do that? Don't do that. The table is not clean. Now go sit down somewhere. Bye bye.
Okay.
No,
Well, maybe it's finna cut off.
He said,
I'll
I'm
check on you.
sorry.
Call me tomorrow
All
in the
right.
morning
Will do. Okay. Bye.
after 12.
Love
Because I need my
you.
sleep.
Sure. Yeah, you need your sleep. Yeah. All
All
right.
right.
Love you too.
Bye. Valuable.
All right, y'all. I don't know how to react to them, y'all. What am I supposed to do with that? Let me get to the comments and then we're going to get to Sierra. Okay. He's so dumb. It's nerve-wracking. Like, dude, you had all those iPhones. You never FaceTime before. It's the same thing. He did not have an iPhone. He had an Android. Remember, Dion was telling him, I told you to move over to the iPhone. I could just go in the cloud, get all this information. You change your phone numbers a lot. So he was not team iPhone. That's something Dion got on him about. They restricted the background because people were doing bad things on the calls. Y'all mess up every damn thing. Come on now, we gotta look in the damn bubble. Shoot. It probably was Slanya. Oh, Miss Slow. I'm calling her Cynthia. Hey y'all, I'm gonna need more meds for this. That was a short one. Child, stop. In the bushes. Oh, you on your black job, Ebony? It's amazing. Sonya doesn't recognize that Nasty is not the least bit interested in those kids. Sure. He just want to know all the parents' business. He stay clowning on her. Sir, you're on an inmate sharing draws. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dang, I see what y'all were saying about her teeth now. He slipped up and said great grandma. She did. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and listen. That tooth looks weird. Pop holding it down. Okay, if that's a big if, okay, what is going to happen to those kids when he gets out? Nesto is not going to want to raise these children with Cynthia. I agree. He don't like kids, according to Dion and his mom. I have never seen anyone do so many facial expressions. It's weird. It's like she can't help herself. I forgot what I think I said what I said may mention it. It's like a nervous condition. Like she's very nervous when she's interacting with him. Girl, when she doesn't have that makeup on, she looks her age. I heard her say $3.20, but I'm not sure about the length time of the call. Yeah, because on the other ones, they're at least 30 minutes. And on these, there were like a lot of short calls. Now they did have some long ones, but this hang up, call back is annoying. But we ain't got none for dinner work, nothing at all. Can't be around kids or animals. She doesn't show the kids any patience or affection. She keeps covering that top lip. She got a long size front tooth. Can she back a little bit? She's giving Claudine of 2025. I'm just listening and liking. Thank you. I wonder if she realizes the more she tries to hide her tooth, the more the more you focus in on it, right? Probably if she wouldn't have pointed it out, we may have missed it. Okay, eating like a cow. I mean, can you back up a little bit? Cynthia rude as F, torturing Nasto. I think I spoke to everybody. This is rude to eat in front of him, knowing he has a limited menu. He talking about them the best fries right there. I'm like, well, did you see what container they was in? It's given she cooked them at home, okay, or a Reckenbacher, okay. All right, what's going on with these fries? Because he talking about them the best fries. And Big, she looks her age with the makeup as well to me. Okay. The bags, I'm like, child, she got the preparation H not working. And she the one told us about her beauty secrets, okay? Tricks be trying to flash boobies and bobblehead. Not bobblehead. Okay. Why he looking like that? The chat, a hot mess. They ready for the shenanigans. I'm doing well and relaxing for sure. How about you? In other words, you can't start with me if you was getting out. I gotta keep the kids. Go get a pet too, Cynthia, so he know it's real. Nasto, this here your woman. Actually, in my Steve Harvey voice. Nasto. No, Alfredo. Alfredo. This here your woman. Their conversations are so dry, imaginary cars and little kids. Yeah. Her eyes moving all over the place. I think she is lying. Glad to hear it. I am wonderful. Oh, you over there in the garage? Oh, you're doing a project in your garage? I hate that someone left their child in her care. It seems like they don't have anywhere else to go. I mean, I guess foster care. He said the godparent. He's talking about Sydney. She's the little girl's godmother, but she leaves her on Cynthia. Okay. She's hollering at those kids. Go love on them. She on the phone. I need to get into my garage projects as well this week before it gets hot. Yeah, you better. You know, I'm in Florida, so chill, let's stay hot, but get out there before the temperature change. She is not nurturing at all. Broke boy is like, I gotta go. Yes, it's going to be a hot one. Lord have mercy. Who leaving the kids with her? You see, she said they're homeless and they don't want the kids. Hey, Sonya Boots. Hey, I made it before the story time. Yes, you did. The bubble messing with the messing with my vision. Me too, Vicky. I'm like, I'm about to go get my shades. Maybe that'll help. Cause my glasses, I could connect the my shade things on it, like the magnet. I agree, Lady T-Bug. I don't like these calls. She definitely needs to go back to in-person visits. I'm finna write her over there and tell her I need her to go back. Hope you feel better. See, I told y'all her great grandbaby. Hey, love to shop 1212. Nesto wants to see if he can stay with her if he gets out. Baby, that's a big if, huh? Those kids gotta go. Nesto trying to go down the line. Where they daddy? Where they grandmammy? Where they godmama? Where the damn neighbor at, baby? Where the mailman at? Where can they go? Lady T was alive earlier was lit, and the early time was really nice. Thank you, the chat and the panelists. Yes, so much wisdom, life experiences, sincerity, and realness. I love each and every minute of it. Thank you. When he gets out, the children will be adults. Real safe. They'll at least be driving. I think Cynthia could be a contributor to the restricting the FaceTime views. Okay. She was out there showing the outside where she lives, riding and driving in a car. I've seen her like at the dealership as well. She was down at the dealership answering like, girl, sit down somewhere. Just wait. Nesto Prison will have French fries. Ooh, he better go over there with Sierra and baby. Sierra said they had the onions and bell peppers. Shoot. Great value, probably. That's what I'm like, sure. What are you talking about? Them the good fries. Nesto ain't seen no fries. He was so happy. I think he meant crinkle cut. Okay, fries are the best. Okay. Sure. Help me out. There she go. Hey. Hey, let's talk about it. Oh. The little boy can talk back, so I know that she's not going to keep him. This is sad for the children. I do feel bad for the kids as well. Hey, out the bushes, I made it to the live. Yes, ma'am. You think that's Katie's baby? Yeah, a few people have mentioned that over here, but I don't know. I'll just say allegedly. Hey, old man Johnson's farm. Uh-oh, I have a member beautifully made 13, a member for 5 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've been editing. So I'm gonna drop. Y'all know how I do it. I got about 6, 7 videos I need to put in there. All these video calls, these FaceTime calls. Possibly case move to later in the year. Miss Tidy Pants asking for time off for another case from May to August per DB file today. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That is not fair to Nesto though. I mean, y'all know I'm not his biggest fan, but I'm just saying, like, the man been sitting there. I don't know, who the other individuals are on the other case and how long they've been sitting there, but that's not fair to him. I mean, he's already had to move dates around due to Mr. Tidy Pants before. So this time, Nesto need to take priority, in my opinion, because we out here, the people is nosy, and we ready to get on with the get on. Okay, you know I have conspiracies. Yes, you do. I do too. But at one point, didn't they say Katie was, yeah, gay? Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. Eve has many faces for the 1999 super sticker. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. I'm gonna put that to work, 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 work. I think Sonya thinks she can sue Miss Janice and help Nesto. That's why she keeps alluding to him getting out in June. Sure, please. LOL. So we probably won't know anything until fall. Like, that's not right now. You know, I ain't trying to cap for Nesto or nothing like that, but y'all, I mean, come on now. It's time to get it on and popping. It's time to get it cracking. I think I had it on this yesterday. Okay, that's what I had it on. Yes, thank you so much, Eve. Come on now, we about to get impatient. Okay, we already borderline impatient, but I'm finna be one impatiently waiting on 1000%. Okay, yeah, I got that right. Okay, it's time to move forward with him now. Shit, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get the trial. Yeah, to be done with these fools. He ain't gonna be there but a few days, and they're gonna be like guilty. Dennis is like some sort of, yeah. Oh yeah. All right, we moving on with the story time. Where we picking up where we left off. With Miss Sierra coming up with her new scam. We left off with the book scam. Now we moving on. Let's go.
Money on their books from the sugar daddies. And I'm just like, I want me a sugar daddy. What's he? So I asked one of the girls about, like, hey, how y'all got sugar daddies? Like, how y'all met them or whatever. They know y'all in prison. They're like, yeah, it's a website. I apologize. And I'm just like, okay, that's going to cost you. Like, I need you to replace my book. So like I said, I'm always have me a hustle. Well, some of the girls in there, the Caucasian girls especially, they had sugar daddies. And so I would see them like getting lots of money on their books from the sugar daddies. And I'm just like,
Sugar daddy scam.
I want me a sugar daddy. What's he? So I asked one of the girls about, like, hey, how y'all got sugar daddies? Like, how y'all met them or whatever. They know y'all in prison. They're like, yeah, it's a website. So I get the information and I call at this time my favorite cousin. Like, she was there for me. When I tell you, this girl, like, was my ride or die. Like, anything I needed, money on my books, money on the phone, ordering me books, whatever. She was there. Like, that's my girl. She really did all my time with me, and I'm forever grateful for her. Like, I love her so, so, so dearly because she didn't have to do that time with me, but she did that time with me. Anyways, moving forward, I gave her the website. I was like, girl, this the website. Like, sign me up. Like, get me a sugar daddy. So she gets on the website. She like, okay, well, it costs such and such. I pay for it, but they want pictures of you. So I'm like, oh my God, like, I gotta put my picture on there. So she like, yeah, girl, you gotta put 2 pictures on there. So I'm like, okay, well, go on my Facebook and pick 2 pictures, pick my best pictures or whatever. So she put 2 pictures on there of me. When I tell you, within that first day, I had messages like, I was kind of like, wait a minute, like, I didn't understand why would men on the outside want to be a pen pal sugar daddy to somebody that's in prison. So at this point, I get 2 of them. I pick 2 of them or whatever, and I just see who the best one. So they put money on their phone. They added me on JPay. Part 11 of Surviving Prison. So now I got 2 sugar daddies, a Caucasian and a black. So they put money on their phones. They had added me on JPay where they could write me, text me basically or whatever. So they started asking like, well, okay, the first one, I was talking to him more, which was the black one. I started talking to him more. He started asking like, oh, can you send me pictures? He basically said like he wanted to be with me, outside of prison, asking can he fill out a visitation form to come see me, yada yada yada. So me being me, like, no, like I'm doing this for fun to pass time and to get your coin. Like, so I'm like, I'm restricted from visitation. I can't have visitation. So that was that on that. As far as sending pictures, of course I would get on the kiosk or whatever and take a little picture with my tablet or whatever and send it to him so I can get the coin. I was telling them whatever they wanted to hear for me to get that money. So he just basically like he was just getting too invested. Like he really like started liking me for real. And it was kind of weird because I'm just like, sir, you don't even know me. Like I'm in prison. Like what do you want with an inmate? This particular one, he started like wanting me to like meet his kid. He would put his kid on the phone, saying like this your new stepmommy. He would send me pictures of him and his kid. He even
I told
was
y'all
talking
she
about like
haven't learned
wanting to
yet.
marry me, and I'm just like, oh my god, like his money wasn't even that good for me to be like playing along with it because he was the type to kind of like send 75 one week, 100 the next week. Like he wasn't like sending big money. So I eventually like faded off from him because I was just like, he ain't really got no money like that, and your conversation starting to bore me. So the
Hey,
Caucasian one, now that's the
Muffin.
one. Oh, that was the one who was sending the money for real. So he was sending me like
Boy,
500 at a time. Like mind you, we can only spend $100
you in the house
every
just
week.
in time.
$100 once a week. So my books are loaded because he's constantly sending like 500 this week, 400 this week, 500. You know what I'm saying? So eventually I end up started cutting checks home. So now my mama, like her antennas raised like, where's this money coming from? Because now she's thinking I'm doing something illegal. She like, you better not be doing anything in there illegal. Sending me this money. So I'm like, girl, pipe down. It's not illegal. My sugar daddy sending me this, and basically I'm cutting the checks home so I can have money for when I come home. So now they bring me in the office for questioning. Like they checking my JP messages, trying to figure out, you know, why the man sending me money. Now I feel like they listen to my phone calls because I can kind of hear when they hear like listening in on your phone calls. It's kind of like a beat noise. So now they listen to my phone calls. So I'm just like, oh my god, like they instead of fucking with me, y'all. When I tell y'all, even though my story may sound like, oh, she was living her life in prison, I kind of my life was still hard in there because they made it so hard because they were taking so bad on me. The
See,
officers,
there
the
she
upper
go.
people, like they really made my time so hard because they always fuck with me. So, anyways, they was asking like, hey, why are you getting this kind of money sent in or whatever? You only can spend $100. So what's going on? So I was basically telling them like, that's my boyfriend. He's sending me, you know, money. He want to make sure I'm straight. He just stacking my books up. So basically, they had to put a cut on my account, basically, where he wasn't able to send in no more money. But again, there's ways around everything. So all I did was get somebody that I trust, a girl that really kind of like she didn't really get much money, but she got money. The same girl that would hold my stuff in her locker. So I got her information or whatever, and basically I told her like, okay, he's sending 500, I'm gonna give you 100. So she kept it solid or whatever. I was able to put money on her books, or he was able to put money on her books or whatever, and I was able to still have her cut checks to my mama. I honestly think that.
Okay, let me pause it right here. Pause, Sierra. She just won't stop, y'all. She just won't stop. But we must be unalive. He never said he heard them just listening, just listening. Hold on, CC. Shit, I don't know what tab this is. Hold on, y'all. Cancel. Is it this one? No. I have so much shit over here to it's pathetic. Oh, we can look it from here, I think. Okay. I'd like to go back to that view. Okay, so this is the document right here filed today, Fulton County Superior Court. Today's date, March 24th, 2025, 3:24 p.m. Shay Alexander, the clerk. Okay, to all judges, clerks of court, and counsel of records, from Mr. Tidy Pants, Sean Hoover, notice of leave of absence, date March 21st, 2025. Notice of leave of absence comes now that Sean Hoover and respectfully notifies all judges before whom she has case pending. She? Who is she? If that should be he. Judges before whom she has case pendings, all affected clerks of court, and all opposing counsels that she will be on leave pursuant to Uniform State Court Rule 16.1 and respectfully files the notice of leave of absence from the Superior Court. Shows the court the following. Petitioner requests a leave of absence for all cases currently pending in Fulton County Superior Court assigned to her. Okay. And those to which she will be assigned between the date of filing and the request for leave of absence. Petitioner will be starting a specially set multi-co-defendant 118 count indictment trial that is scheduled to start on May 5th, 2025 and last through August 5th, 2025. All the way in Leo season, baby. Okay, so it's looking like Mr. Tidy Pants, Sean Hoover, has a conflict of interest, and he is addressing the court to notify them that he will be, handling a case where he will be starting a set multi-co-defendant. Okay, is this something like YSL? I don't know. 118 count indictment trial that is scheduled, to start on May 5th, 2025. We know Ernesto has his final plea in June 2025, and it will last through August 5th, 2025. States versus Jamil Tompkins. Okay. A copy of petitioner's notice of leave of absence is being sent to Superior Court judge and prosecuting attorneys as evidenced by certificate of service. Okay, and I just skipped over the legal names, the Superior Court, the judges and ADAs and all that. I just skipped over their names. So this is what we were speaking about. He has a conflict and he's asking to be to put cases on hold until after he's able to handle this case with 118 count indictments. Okay. Let me get back over here to y'all so I can see what y'all talking about. Hey, Miss Buckeye, you late to the porch? We just got started, but we took a pause because we had some breaking news when it comes to Ernesto case, the notice of leave of absence. So you're not too late. She is just a scammer. This lady here, a real mess. Okay, tight suit getting on my motherfucking gangster nerves. My last nerves at that. Okay, hey, Miss Boogie Down. I should have known you would have them. Yes, ma'am. We got the documents. Hey, Latoy. Well, we have at least another year of content until he goes to trial. That Susan Smith woman was getting money from a lot of different men. Yeah, she had a whole Sims family over there. Okay. I'm glad they didn't let her ass out. Oh, trial will be scheduled March 1st, 2029. Would that be on a Monday, Vic to the Veil? What? He is a she, baby. They need to go back and correct this damn letter, okay? Because I'm like, she, that's a dumb clerk. They think Sean is a woman. Yeah. I want to know about this 118 count case, State versus Jamil Tompkins. So we can look it up. They can't just leave that man in jail to rot. He deserves justice. Baby, he said he deserves his due process. What the hell you talking about? So that he can go to prison. Wow, 118 count. Wait, what? What? 118 count indictment. Maybe we need to follow that case too. I'll get on it tomorrow. Wow, what they gonna do with Buckwheat's case? I feel bad for him if they have to push any dates back for him. Yeah, because when he go to final plea, they could potentially say we want to start trial, let's say July 1st, but now there's a conflict of interest with his court appointed attorney. Okay, so it's definitely probably going to be granted. Hey, coffees and combos. Oh yeah, what? Well, when me and Vic to the Bell read the text messages over there, he kept asking her, "Is it any new news? Is it any good news?" Well, baby, she can tell him, yeah, it's bad news. Hey, Tasha B. This is for the money, power, and loyalty. I'm gonna have to steal that. Let me write that down. And I gotta write down who put it on here so I can say I got this from my little sis, Vic to the Veil. Okay. He knew about the large case months ago when he mentioned it back then. He did the same thing when Buckwheat was supposed to go to court in November. No, it was December, and he filed this notice of whatever motion it was. I don't know if it was the same as this, saying that he had a conflict because he had to be in court, with another case. Then wait, what had happened? Lordy, late again. You just in time, Don. This is the money, power, loyalty. Oh, MPL Rico gang. Oh, that's the name. Girl, I was going to use that as a title. Thank you, Vicky. Vic dropped the link. The YouTube streets is exposing all these scammers. I never knew there were so many scammers. Baby, they well. Okay, Vic to the Veil, look at the indictment as we speak. Had to scroll back. The bubble is weird. I do not like that bubble either, Latoy. Hell, all the time we'll be in jail. Damn. So weird. Gives me a headache. I don't like it either, y'all. It was bothering with my eyes. I wear glasses and I haven't been wearing them since I've been on vacation. So it really messed with my eyes. She loves to give bad news. Anywho, sure. She probably done hit them up on the tablet. The YouTube streets is talking. You know, this where she get all her news from. They say a new document was filed. Girl, that he gonna be up in meds. Take me to meds. I need 3 ibuprofen. Okay. I was watching the video of all these young people engaging in bank fraud, washing checks, and identity theft. Common denominator, young, 19 to 30, minorities. Okay, college students, strippers, just damn. Nobody wants to work. Everybody wants fast money. And they want this the illusion, as Shan would say, of them being, rich. Okay, so they can be on social medias, they could be flossing, flaunting, perpetrating. Baby, I'm using all the old terminology, okay? I really cannot be any happier than hearing guilty 40 years to life. Baby, I'm going to get my damn shot on. Nesto might get time served at this point. Maybe they can assign Nesto another public defender. The reality is that it is trendy and they all just want fast money. That's true. Lady T-Bug, I emailed you the indictment. Thank you so much, Vicky. God is showing Nesto just who he is while he praying. People of God are praying. Well, it is what it is. He get what he get. Only thing I can say is we're ready for the dang on show to get on the road. We're ready for things to pop off. We are excited about the trial. And this seems like another setback for us. Unfortunately. Okay. All right. Back to Sierra. She done found her a man on the kiosk. And she got him sending money. Her mama done cussed her out and said, you better not be in there doing nothing else. Okay. They might give him a plea at this point. Yeah, something. But again, I want it to be a substantial. I don't want him to get no time served. I want him to go down that road. He don't deserve to just get out. In my opinion. Okay. All right, Sierra. Sierra done met the men on the kiosk. She got her 2 sugar daddies, one clear, one African American, and one trying to introduce his kids. I mean, why bring the children into your shenanigans?
And I'm maybe like part of the reason why they got the system, how they got it now. So how it is now in DLC, you can no longer send money to anybody that's not on your visitation list. You can't cut money home if they're on visitation. So anyway, so they ain't stopped nothing. I was still getting money. But now
Right.
this man want to come see me. So of course, they basically like, hey, we give you my money, our money. We want to see you. So I'm just like, oh my God. So what I'm going to tell him? I end up telling him the same thing. My visitation suspended. I can't get visitation because I don't want to see y'all. Hey, you can visit me on the kiosk. Like we can do a video visitation. So that's what we would do. We would start our video visitation, and he was so in love. Like it was just creepy, but I still did what I had to do to get my coin.
What you had to do, girl?
A little bit. Y'all know my mom had called Tallahassee about me being under investigation when I was in
Stop
Boston.
calling
So
up there with them
during that time when she
shenanigans.
did that, she also asked for to speak to upper people or whatever. So I can get out the kitchen. So they finally removed me out the kitchen, and at this point, I'm thinking now they removed me out the kitchen for good. Now because I was out of the kitchen for a good 2 months, and I became a houseman, like where I work in the dorm and clean up or whatever. So now I got people that work in the kitchen that I know that I'm cool with, but now I gotta buy myself out the kitchen now. Now I ain't selling nothing on the compound, but I don't care because I got to sugar that ass making sure I'm straight. So I don't need to sit out the kitchen. I got good money
Right.
now, so I'm like, hey, like let me get an onion, let me get blah blah blah. So mind y'all, I buy an onion and I pack 2 onions in a stick of butter
They need to do that
from
for
one of the
Wade.
girls on PM shift. Child, she hadn't gave me 2 onions in the butter, right? That same day, she ended up going to law. Now y'all, I know the rules in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pay regardless. But you ain't going to get nothing out of my locker. You write me a list and I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to get what you want. But you're not going to take out of my locker. So she's in lock for about 60 days. I'm thinking that she done got shipped from the compound because I never seen her. Like I'm asking people like, wait, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, anybody seen such and such? And they like, nah, I think she got shipped. So everybody kind of telling me she got shipped. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? So that's her loss. You done got shipped. Come to find out, she didn't get shipped. She just got a long time in law. So when she finally get out of law, she comes to me basically like, hey, where my stuff at? So I'm like, okay, no problem. Like, just write me a list and I'm going to go to the store tomorrow to get it. She tells me, I ain't waiting to know tomorrow. I want my shit today. Like, what's in your locker? So I'm like, it don't matter what's in my locker because whatever in my locker, mine. Like, you're not getting anything out of my locker. I will go to the store and get what you want.
Sierra said you're not getting these snacks.
So she basically like run it down on me like she ain't waiting till tomorrow. So I'm telling her you ain't got no choice but to wait till tomorrow because you ain't getting out of prison. Out of lock thinking you finna run down on some shit when you did 60 days. Basically, I'm thinking you gone. But it's really your loss. Like you went to lock and then get your shit before you went to lock. So I'm being
I don't know why she just couldn't wait. Maybe because she just a little testy. She done got out of lock. She ready to eat some snacks because she been in there locked down. Sierra, get a girl a bag of chips or something.
being courteous enough to still like say I'm gonna pay my debt. Child, she was not letting it go or whatever. They end up moving her in the same dorm where I was. So when she come moving her shit in the dorm, she comes like, hey, you got my stuff. And I'm like, I just saw you earlier. Like, it's the same thing. Like, I'm going to go to the store tomorrow as soon as you give me your list, but you're not getting nothing out my locker. So she going around the dorm telling other people like, hey, Sierra owe me and she ain't trying to pay me. So I hear like little chit chat going around the dorm. And I'm just like, that's fucked up because anybody know me, like, I'm going to pay my shit. Like, I ain't going to never owe nobody. So that was like really bothering me. But then I hear her sitting at the kiosk with another girl basically like plotting on like she going to fight me. So now I'm just like, what? Like, this bitch gonna fight me over an onion?
Here's part 12 of Surviving Prison. So, like I was telling y'all in the last part, the girl wanted to fight me by the 2 onions and the butter because she went to lock for 60 days and I thought she left the compound. And I just straight up told her that you wasn't getting nothing out my locker. I would go to the store and get what you want, but I'm not giving you nothing out my locker. And that's just what it was. She talked her shit and kept going on and on for the whole day. You know, we didn't end up doing anything. The next day, I hadn't seen her or whatever. She ended up going back to work in the kitchen. Mind you, I'm out of the kitchen right now, so I'm in the dorm all day. She waited till I got in the shower. Child, I'm in the shower, butt booty naked, washing myself. You know, you get in the shower with shower slides. So she waits till I'm in the shower.
Well, y'all know what happened. It went down in that shower, baby. Y'all ready for it? Sierra cannot stay out of trouble.
This lady come in the shower. Mind y'all, she was a little stud. But that didn't matter. But anyway, she waits till I get in the shower, child, and she coming in like, yo, what's up? Like, put her set up, what's up?
Gang, gang.
So I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm finna have to fight naked. When I tell you this lady hit me in my shit so hard, oh, I'm fire hot now, cause we in there tussling like I'm slipping and slide. She got on her sneakers in there, cause mind you, she prepared, like she came to fight. I'm in that shower. I got my head down when she first came in there, and I'm washing my face or whatever, so my face is down. And she came in there was just like, "What's up?" So we slipping and sliding because I got on slides, on shower slides. Oh my God. When I tell you the bitch got the best of me, she got the best of me. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold. She got the best of me. So now you got people coming in the shower, breaking it up. Like, y'all stop. The people coming, police coming. Oh no, I'm mad as fuck now because first of all, you caught me while I was sleeping. Like, you caught me while my head was down. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have just, shot that shit fair. Like, when I got out the shower, or we could have went in the shower when I was done. I could have put on my sneakers so I can keep my balance so I can fight you right. So end up getting broke up or whatever. And, we got the shower or whatever. Like everything was cool. We went back to our bunks because the police had came in there. It was count time. Baby, after count, oh, it was on. It was on. I ain't even know fucks.
Girl?
The whole time while I'm waiting to count finish, I'm sitting on my bed like I'm shaking, like my nerves so bad. I'm shaking. I'm mad as fuck. My adrenaline pumping. Like I got that motherfucking lock. I put it in the sock. I was turning around because I was ready. I was so mad. I was ready. Soon as I heard count clear, I got up. I had my sneakers on, laced up. I want to knock on her bone. Hey, what's up? Come on. Meet me back in the shower. She like, I ain't meet you back in the shower. Meet me back in the shower. We're going to fight right here and right now. Meet me back in the shower. So she like, oh, okay, pussy asshole. You want another round? Like, bitch, you ain't just beat me up now. Now, let's be clear. You ain't just beat me up. But okay, so we go back in the shower. I beat the dog shit out of her ass when I tell you, snot nose, bitch, blood coming out her motherfucking eye vessel. I was beating the shit out of her with that motherfucking law. Don't ever try me like that. About 2 onions and a butter. So it was so bad, we definitely went to lock. Like, people came in there trying to break it up again, but by then, officers came and they took us to lock. Now, I was embarrassed because when they came to take us to lock,
it was
the man that I used to talk to, the lieutenant now, he comes down there, he asking, like, what's going on, why y'all was fighting or whatever. People telling them that we fighting about an onion and some butter out the kitchen. Oh, my God. How embarrassing. So he want to look all disappointed and like, I'm so disappointed in you, Sierra. Like, y'all fighting over butter and onions. It definitely wasn't about no butter and onions. First of all, she ran up on me first. And second of all, it was about my respect. You think that she finna run up on me, get the best of me, and I don't fight back? Are you serious? Yeah, okay. So now we go to lock. When we first go to lock, when you first go to lock, you don't even know how long you're going to be in there. You got to go to sentencing hearing. So I was in there for like 3 days. Then I went to sentencing hearing or whatever. People, they must be was asking what happened or whatever, because when I went to see the officer for the hearing, they basically had told the officer, well, the officer told me that they heard that the girl had, ran up on me first or whatever. And I was basically protecting myself. But being that I didn't call our officer and wave my hand like I was really going to do that, I still had to do some time. So they only gave me 30 days. She had got another 60 days. I think she ended up getting shipped from the compound because I never seen her after that when we got out of lock. Well, I got out of lock. So during these 30 days, I'm just like, oh, not again, y'all. When I tell y'all, lock is so depressing because, again, you don't come out the dorm. Like, you don't come out of that cell. You in the cell by yourself for 23 hours a day, locked down. You come out one time a day for 1 hour. You get to see, people that walk the compound, but you can't say shit and they better not say nothing to you because they get in trouble then. And then you can get some extra days in there. So all you can do is look like a caged animal. So, of course, like I said, we only use the phone in there one time a week. If I'm calling anybody, I'm calling either my cousin or I'm calling my mama. Now, the sugar daddy, they had to end up telling me, the people, like some of the officers will come down and be like, hey, you need to call such and such because they're calling up here worried about you. Why is this man calling up the prison? Because he haven't heard from me. He haven't heard from me on the tablet, nor have I called him on the phone. So he calling the prison, basically asking them, hey, what's going on with Sierra? Is she okay? I haven't heard from her. This man really thought I belonged to him or something, because I'm just like, why would you even be calling like these prisons or these people asking about me? Like they literally telling me your boyfriend calling. They say his name, but then they say, oh, your boyfriend want to know, like, were you okay? So just give him a call and let him know that you're in confinement. We told him you're in confinement. He's freaking out. He want to know what happened, what you did. So please give him a call. Ain't no need for you to be calling and worry about me, sir. Just still send the funds. During the time though, while I was in lock, he did not send no money or whatever to the girl, and I'm glad he didn't, because of course, remember he was sending it to another person's account. So being that I did trust her while I was out, but being that I was locked up in confinement and I wasn't on the compound, I didn't trust that shit. So I was happy that he really did not send the money to her account. That was smart of him. So the whole time I'm in confinement, I just started reading more books. I started making me a little calendar, marking down the days. I just was like, praying, getting a little more closer to God, just trying to get my shit together, really, because I'm just like, you know what? You keep fucking up. Like, you already in prison. Get your shit together, Sierra. Like, just get it together. So when I did get out, I was still on the way. Mind y'all, I had been signed up for CDL class. They have all kinds of trades in prison. So I had been signed up for the CDL class and I was on a waiting list. I got out of confinement, and probably like a week later, I was on a call out list for CDL. Nobody but God. So the CDL program was about, I want to say like 8 months. I was only in the CDL program for probably like 3 months. No, I was in there for about 4 months because I was close, like, finishing. So I was in there for about 4 months and I really liked it. And I was like, oh, that's something I think about, really doing or using when I get home. I'm in the dorm with another girl named Sierra, and we was cool or whatever. We hung out a lot. But this particular Sierra, she did drugs. I don't do drugs. Never did drugs in no prison. Now, that's where I draw the line at. I don't do no drugs.
Well, at least you draw the
Oh my
line
God. So they
somewhere.
was doing like this little drug call out. Well, apparently, the other Sierra that made the white girl mad, and she went and tried to rat her out. And without them checking first, they done called me down there thinking she's talking about me
Yeah, because you're a troublemaker. So whenever they say Sierra, they definitely coming looking for you.
and trying to drug test me. Now, mind y'all, they drug test me. And the shit come back positive. I'm like, I know you motherfucking lying because I don't do no drugs. I'm going off. Like, going off. So being that I come back positive, here you go. I got to go back to lock until they figure out what's going on, get me another test or whatever. So I'm in lock another 10 days before I get let out because they made a mistake. Stay tuned. Hey, y'all. Part 13 of...
All right, let me read some of y'all comments. This girl right here, Lord, let me go get my snacks because Sierra fixing to take us through it. You know she took us through it the last on part 1 of her story time, and it get worse, honey. She just getting started. I think the only thing that will stop the female shenanigans is Arizona female chain gang. She would have known better than to get in that shower while someone was looking for her. Miss E. Girl fight. They don't fight fair in prisons. Duh. Lady T-Boy, who is this chick? Sierra. This part 2 of her story time. We covered, I think, part 1 on Friday. Was it Friday or Saturday, y'all? These days running together since I've been off. They allowed them to have locks, baby. They got everything down here in Gaskin County. This right, the county right next over from me. I'm in Leon County. Yeah, it's the next county going west. I think that's west. Started to believe some of these storytellers are making up stories, parts of these stories. They're telling the stories as if this is something to be glorified. Okay, I think I answered your question, Gaskin County. The way she tells the story ain't nothing to be afraid of when going to jail, so go for it. No, this is not enticing. LaToya tell them this is how it was going down in the 90 days. Oh yeah, you and Doris and LaToya was watching 90 Day that jail show in the old seasons. Yes, ma'am. I've never done time, but my brother did. He keep me up on game. Yes. So who got the onions and butter before it's spoiled? I guess one of their cellmates. Sierra, please get it together. She was just in there talking about how she had her diary. She was praying. She was talking to God, and come out and put the lock in the sock and go to work. Obviously, Sierra stays in mess somewhere or somewhere near her. Oh, it was last night. Thank you. Sure, all these days going together.
Surviving prison. So I left off telling y'all where I went to law because I tested positive. I don't even remember what they tested me for, to be honest, but I tested positive and the test was wrong. I requested another test because I'm like, I don't do drugs. Like, y'all got the wrong person for one. And for two, I don't do drugs. So y'all need to get another test. Well, they ordered another test, but I had to go to lock and sit in lock and wait until the test come and for them to test me. So I sat in there 10 days. The 10th day, that's when they came and retested me. And like I told y'all before, I feel like they used to love to fuck with me. So that's why they made me sit there that long, because ain't no way that the test take that long. Stop playing with me. But it was cool. I didn't get out of character. I ain't act up, even though I was very, very pissed. Like, I was so mad because, like, I know when you know you ain't did nothing and then somebody fucking with you and then put you in lock, you like, what the fuck? That's like you going to jail for nothing.
That's for the old and the new.
They came back with another test. They kind of found out that the test was, in fact, defective. So they ain't even apologize.
It was very
short-lived.
Like,
oh, okay, Miss Washington, you're going to get ready to get out today. So I'm like, I know that because I knew I wasn't doing drugs. So anyways, on the 10th day, they let me out. I could not go back to CDL class. I was so mad because I waited so long to even get accepted in the class, in the program. And even though it wasn't my fault, even though, you know, I didn't do drugs, the class was full and they was just basically saying like I had to wait again. Oh, I didn't even sign up again because it was just like, I didn't have enough time to even finish the program. Like at this point, I probably had like, I want to say like 22 months left.
Girl,
So
you
at
said
20
it's
months,
only
you can
8
sign for
months.
work release. So within 2 months, I ended up signing up for financial literacy and small business class, which I end up loving small business class. They really helped me write a business plan. And when I came home, I started my business. It's called A Taste of Seafood. So it's a catering business, but they helped me like come up with a business plan. And it was just, so they do have a lot of classes that you can take, a lot of trades. I will say if you do not have a GED or a high school diploma, you can't participate in any of those classes. You have to go to school. It's mandatory that you go to school because they're going to make you get your GED. So just let you know. So while
Well,
I was
to
still
know.
in the business class, I was back in the regular dorm. They did not put me back in the kitchen. Thank God. I was so excited about that because I just knew they was gonna put me back in the kitchen when I got out of law, but they did. But I did go back to Alpha dorm, which I was so mad because I actually signed
That's the hood.
I signed up for the faith base again. Now the lady laughing because she like, Miss Washington, you hated the program when you were in here. Why do you want to come back? And I'm just like, I had a change of heart. I really didn't want to leave when I got put out. I wanted to stay. And, you know, I had done got heavy in my word. I had done just got close back to God. So I was just like, want to be like in that program, in that dorm. I didn't want to be around all the drugs, the sex, the cigarettes. I had already been in enough shit. Like, it was like time for me to get my shit together because, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to come back. I don't want to come out of prison the same person that I came in. So I did sign up to go, but I never was accepted to go back into a faith base, which I was so mad about that too. So I'm in Alpha dorm, you know, I'm still, you know, I know everybody because I've been in this dorm before, both Alpha dorms. I've been in there before, so I know everybody. Child, let me tell y'all about it. And I don't mean to offend nobody when I say this, but this big old school dyke called herself liking me. What? Like, you do not like me now, or sir, or whoever. I was back in the dorm for a week. Child, this lady then came over to my bed and put some snacks on my bed and a little note saying basically Valentine's Day coming up, would I be her Valentine's? Man, listen, I can't make this shit up, y'all. I'm so serious.
Yeah, no.
So I could not figure out who put that on my bed. I'm asking everybody, y'all see who put this on my bed? Because like, I don't play that shit. I'm not gay. Nothing against nobody who's gay. That's y'all preference. Cool. But don't come over here with that shit. And everybody kind of knew that. Like, I would, you know, sometimes, you know, look out for some people if they want to go do, they do, or whatever in the shower, whatever they want to do. If I was cool with you, yeah, I make sure that you don't get caught by the officer. But for you to have the audacity to come to my bed and put that shit on my bed and think that I'm finna fuck with you, like, stop playing because you finna go to lock at this point. And I ain't no police ass girl, but I'm about to put the police on you. Don't play with me. So I ended up figuring out who did it. Somebody told me like, oh, granddaddy. And they call her granddaddy. That's the thing. So it was like, oh, granddaddy put it on your bed. I'm just like, granddaddy? Now she's new in this dorm. She's been on the compound for a while, but she's new in this dorm. Granddaddy, let me take your stuff back because I don't play that. So I politely got a little bag or whatever, a little small little clear trash bag put out. I mean, it was all kinds of shit on there. Skittles, honey buns, powdered donuts, chips, noodles, summer sausage. It was so much stuff on there. Like a good order, like probably about $30 worth of shit. So I was like, hey, they say they call you granddaddy. And she was like, hey, baby, what's up? I was like, I'm just like, you know, I don't go that way. And I just didn't want to accept this. I'm sorry, I couldn't accept this. And so she was like, oh, okay, why you can't accept? I'm saying, I don't like females. Oh, baby, and her voice got the, oh, baby, I ain't no female. I'm a straight man up in here. No, baby, this is a women's prison. You are a woman. And your name is Vivian something. But yeah, it's like, ma'am, you're not a granddaddy, you're a woman, and I don't want to accept this. She didn't get upset. Like, she did feel some type of way, but she wasn't like mad where she was just like, oh, fuck you then. You know how niggas is on the streets right now. You know, you don't want to talk to them. They be like, oh, fuck you then, you know, put that, so blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. But she still like, but when it came to Valentine's Day, she still got me a Valentine's Day card. They used to make baskets. Like, they're so creative in there. When I tell you, it's so much talent in prison, they were very creative. Outfits, baskets, they was getting their girlfriends, all kinds of stuff made. And might I add, the girly girls was taking care of the studs in there. And I just could not believe it. I thought the studs was the men. So I'm thinking that the men do the most, you know, like they take care of their woman. Child.
I'm going to have to ride by this prison. It's right close
so
to
anyways,
me.
I'm out of lock and I ended up calling the sugar daddy, letting him know, hey, I'm out of lock. Oh my God, that man went crazy. What happened to you, baby? Like, I was so worried. I'm just like, you know, they drug tested me. It came back positive, but they had the wrong person and their test was defective. So they let me out. he was just like, oh, I'm getting ready to call Tallahassee because, mind y'all,
Please
I
stop
didn't even tell
calling
my
up
mama,
here.
like, at this point, because I know my mama's sick of me. So I didn't even tell her that, hey, I'm in law. She just ain't here for me in them 10 days. I did write her on my JPay on the tablet and just made it seem like everything was just everything. You know what I'm saying? I was taking a break from the phone. But that sugar daddy went crazy. Mind y'all, he ended up putting in an application to come see me anyways after I told him that my visitation was blocked. So when I talked to him and told him I was out of luck or whatever, he said he was worried. He told me, hey, my application got approved. I want to come see you. So I'm like, your application got approved because I'm lost right now. They hadn't called me to the bubble and gave me the approval paper yet because I had just got out of law. When that man said that, I was just like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Because I don't want him popping up to this person. So I just lied. When he said that he want to come see me, I told him I'd let him know what date to come because my mom and them be coming and you can't have too many visitors at once. And if y'all don't come together, then you can't come in. And I don't want you to waste your time and your, gas to come up all the way over here. He was just like, it seems like you don't want to see me. You just want my money. I really love you. And I enjoy speaking to you on the phone, but I'm just over the phone thing. I just want to talk to you in person, baby. And I'm just like, oh my God, no. Part 14 of Surviving Prison. So
let me get some of y'all messages. Tell Sierra she doesn't do drugs. That's the goblet of wine she drinking is close enough. And she had her boy toy, this one of the CEOs bringing her liquor during the holidays and her birthday. She's giving us tips like we are planning on going to prison. No, ma'am. She wants to rest a bit. Y'all, this girl is a mess. This is hilarious. Everyone is trying to get a woman. So she was trying to court her. Yes, he must be a grandkid child talking about granddaddy. No. The jail tips are good for those who are going. I'll pass them along, baby. Any knowledge I have, I don't mind passing along, but I don't need it for self. Okay, this prison is 30 miles from my house, y'all. So I may have to drive by and see what is given. That's the first bottle of nail polish tattoo I've ever seen on somebody's chest. My granddaddy tried to shoot her a shot, baby, and did. Then she would have known it was the boss of the prison. There she goes, just laughing. You don't accept the gifts because then you're the bitch. Okay, Shan, thank you. I was thinking she's giving good pointers for future prisoners. How nice of her. Okay. Surviving prison 101. Okay. Women take care of dusty ninjas in the free world all day, every day. So it doesn't surprise me that the girly was taking care of the studs, the girly girls. Worried or horny. They say sometimes you got to just give your kids to the Lord. This would be one of those kids. Yeah, they need to stop calling up here to Tally Ho because we can't help her. She with the shits. She should take an Angelica style field trip. Maybe granddaddy is still there. I hope not. Yes, as soon as you accept those days, snacks is over. You their property. State property. What's up next, Sierra?
So at this point, I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Because I don't want this man coming up to this prison to see me. I don't want to see you at all.
Girl,
I don't
go
want to
back
get rid
to
of his
law.
money neither. Like I want the funds to still be funded.
Go back to law.
So it kind of died down for a bit.
Go back to law.
He had asked me again, and I told him like, hey, my mom and my sister's coming this weekend, but I'm gonna let you know. Y'all, I was so happy because COVID came. At this point, you only can visit me on a kiosk. Like, you can't come up here. So it worked in my favor. Like, you can't come up here. You only can visit me on the kiosk. And I had a video visit with him on the kiosk. It seemed like every 2 days. But I didn't mind because it was just like, okay, this video chat. Facetime, actually. So I didn't care. So fast forward a little bit, my birthday coming up, and I was getting ready to turn 30. So a lot of people got together and they threw me a dirty 30 birthday party. When I tell y'all, even the officers was in on it. It was like the cool officers that, that fuck with me. Because, they really didn't like me. But the officers that fuck with me, when I tell y'all, I ain't even gonna hold you. That was a really, really great birthday. I was sad because I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm turning 30 in here. And I was really sad. Child, they had made me a cake. They had food. They had a cooler full of drink, like Hunch Punch. Mind y'all, one of the girls that I was cool with, she ended up getting cool with an officer too, with a female officer. And the female officer was looking out for her. Them officers there was a trip. But yeah, she ended up bringing some liquor, and they made me a cooler full of Hunch Punch. Hunch Punch, food, cake. They made banners. Some of the girls had like made little outfits, so it was like a foam party. They went in the shower, had foam everywhere, had their little outfits, came out dancing. Like, that was a real party. I could not believe it. Like, I would never forget it. The party kind of paused during count time because during my master roster count, everything must cease. Like, you gotta be on your bunk. They don't play no talking. They don't play. Like, master roster is important. That's when you present your ID badge, say your DC number, and wait until it clear, because they want to make sure anybody escaped, nobody in another dorm that they aren't supposed to be in. So you got to say your last name and your DC number every time it's time for master roster count. So after master roster cleared, there was like 10, 15 or whatever. And of course, somebody had to hate the people that didn't get invited, because of course I don't mess with everybody. So if you don't really mess with me and I don't mess with you, why would you even want to get an invite to the party? So it was a couple people that was salty because they didn't get an invite. But the food that was made that was left over, I did try to, say, hey, if anybody wants some food, y'all free to it. But I just wasn't invited to like the festivities, the games, the music, like the cake and stuff like that. Child, it was somebody went up there to the bubble telling people somebody, oh, they can't sleep, they about to write a grievance. Then officer was like, it's gonna be like 30 more minutes or whatever. The officer didn't want to get rolled up, even though she was trying to be like, hey, 30 more minutes, y'all, 30 more minutes. The girl kept saying, oh, I'm finna write a grievance, because she hated me so bad. So the party ended. But when I tell y'all that was the best 30th birthday I could have asked for in a prison,
you only get
like,
31.
it was so sweet. So a month later, I was on a call out for work release. Like, oh my God, I was so excited. Like, I didn't go to work release within a month, but I was on a call out to go sign for work release. So you get to sign when you're like 19 months or so, 18, something like that. But I was able to sign for work release. So you get to choose 3 facilities that you want to go to. I'm from Jacksonville. So of course, my first choice was Orlando, because that was the closest one to my house. I chose Orlando, Tampa, and then I think Miami. Miami was last because I didn't want to go too far. It wasn't one in Jacksonville, which I was so mad, because I'm just like, damn, like, they'll really be sweet if I be able to go to work release in Jacksonville, but they didn't have one. They got men, but not women. So fast forward a little bit, they knocked on my bunk. I had already cleaned up my locker, because I don't know, something in my spirit kept saying, how you finna leave this week, you gonna leave this week. And so you don't really want to take nothing with you that you have in prison to work release, because mind you, you're going to the free world. So that's what we say, the free world. You going to the free world, you finna have all this stuff, leave it to somebody who might need it. So I left it to the other girl, Sierra, that got me kind of caked up with her mess. I left it to her, this girl named Faith, and a couple other people. When I tell you, when they knocked on my bunk to leave to go to work with these, them girls got up, and baby, they was ready to bombard their locker, because they already knew, like, I had 2 lockers full of shit. But back to the sugar daddy, y'all. The sugar daddy ain't play. When it was time for me to go to work release, baby, he had everything ready. He had to get my phone, clothes, shoes, hygiene, like everything. He had everything. My mama ain't have to do nothing. My last year in prison, my mama didn't send me no money. I didn't want her to send me money. I was sending money home. So everything was good with sugar daddy. So he thinking that, oh, you want to work release, so he really finna try to come see me. Now, mind y'all, he was from like Texas or something, somewhere in Texas. I can't remember exactly where, but he was from Texas. So I'm in Florida. He was ready to catch his flight, because he like, oh, which work release you going to? Mind you, everything is public records. When you in prison, whenever you move, whatever prison you go to, it's public records. So I didn't really want to lie, because I already knew he was going to look me up. So I had to end up going to Tampa, my second choice. I wanted to go to Orlando, but Orlando was actually getting shut down. So pissed. So I'm like, I'm going to Tampa or whatever. He was like, oh, when can you have visitation? I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I got to go to orientation. I got to get there first. I don't know when I will have visitation. So he was like, the first time you have visitation, please let me know I'm going to be on the first flight or whatever. So I'm just like, yeah. But hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Making sure he got all my shit in order. But that man said, hey, you ain't got to worry about that. Your box has been ready. So all I need is the addresses to where I got to ship it to.
You're professional.
Like, oh my God. He just want to come see me. But anyways, he ended up shipping it. So when you get ready to go to work release, you have to go back through the reception center, FWRC. That's where I was at the first time when I first got sent to prison before I got to my regular camp. You have to go there for like a week before you go to your other camp. So when I get there, child, I'm just, oh my God, because I hated that place. Like, that was the worst part of prison. But it wasn't that bad when I got back, because I already knew the ropes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the ropes when I first got there. So it was okay. When I say when I got there, people was bombarding me like, hey, what you got for sale? You got soap, you got conditioner, you got shampoo, what you got? Like, I'm like, hold it, selector. But no, I didn't have anything for sale, because I had already gave all my stuff away. And I didn't even know. I was so mad, because had I known that I had to go back through that, I would have kept my stuff, or some of it at least, because I had to stay there for a week. So child, I'm there for a week. Now, mind you, when you go to work release, your account freezes. Like, you can't spend none of your money. Y'all, I'm there. Got to eat this prison food, and got no kind of, like, I got hygiene, but not enough where it's gonna last me for a week. So I'm over there borrowing stuff. Now I got to get the girl number, her prison number, because I got to have the sugar daddy put some money on her account, because I need stuff for this week. Of course, anything I said, he did, so it wasn't a problem. He did put like I think he put like $150 on her book. I gave the girl $50, and I got $100 worth of stuff. Couldn't even take the $100 worth of stuff with me, but I still did it because I just wanted it. Child, now I ain't gambled the whole prison sentence. I get over there and start gambling, playing spades. When I tell you,
is this the next scam? Let me write it down. Gambling, playing spades, gambling. This girl on vacation, honey. This fixing to be some Sierra Sugar Daddy shenanigans. Oh my God. Lady Janice said, I'm sick of. Why she sit down some damn weird?
here you go. I'm like, I ain't fucking up my work release. Like, they ain't finna send me back to prison. The girl lose spades, child, and she ready to fight. I'm like, this a game. Like, it's a game, but I guess when you playing for money, they get serious. I ain't had no business gambling anyway because why are you gambling, girl? You finna go to work release. Like, leave this prison shit alone. Oh my God. Now she wanna fight me. Child, when I tell y'all, she probably thought I was scary, but I ain't give a fuck if she thought I was scary or not, because I was not messing up my work release. I was not getting sent back to prison. I was like, baby, ain't that serious? Like, what you want? You can have this, you can have that. Like, what you want? Because, mind you, I'm not going back to prison. So I was just like, you can have it all, baby. I ain't trying to fight you. You got it. You got it. I was mad inside.
My girl maturing, because, you know, she was over here in Gaskin County, baby, the cupcake camp. She would have had that damn lock in the sock.
I was boiling inside because, bitch, I'm not scary, but I'm going to be scared today because I'm not going back to prison. Part 15 of surviving prison. So this video is not going to be long at all. I'm just going to give y'all a little bit more insight. I'm getting ready to go wash my hair and get ready for bed. So I was at FWRC, the reception center, when you first come in. I had them played spades, beat the girl ass about 2 times or whatever. And she was upset and a sore loser. Ready to fight because she didn't really want to pay her coin. So I'm just like, hey, you ain't got to pay me nothing. Actually, you can have this, you can have that. Like, you can have my shit because I'm not trying to get in no fight, y'all. Like, I really want to go to work with these. Like, I've been waiting for a long time. My stint is coming to an end at this point. I got like 17 months. No, I didn't even have 17. I think I had like 15 months left, actually. So I'm getting ready to go to work release. You can have this shit. So she was like, oh, I don't want your shit. I don't want your shit. But you trying, you cheating. Cheating? How I'm cheating? Because I beat your ass. I'm cheating. I beat your ass twice. And I cheated both times. Might I add, child, when people know you getting ready to go to work release or getting ready to get released, they start shit anyways. They be wanting to fight. They be wanting to, you know what I'm saying, get into it with you because they know, like, you finna get ready to go and that's gonna stop your time or you gonna have to stay. And she probably had some more time left or whatever, but I don't know because I didn't really get into her business like that. Yeah, I did have my sister look people up though because them people used to be lying about what they was in there for. But yeah. So somebody came in and intercepted the confusion or whatever and had to kind of like, you know, broke it up like, hey, y'all don't do that. It's just a game or whatever. She offered to give you such and such. And she said you ain't got to pay her. So just, you know, let that shit die down. She's another dyke. So now you like, oh, okay, I'm cool. I'm straight or whatever. You don't want to fight. But now you trying to holler. Oh, my God. Like, how you want to try to fight me and then holler at me? Make it make sense. So at this point, I'm kind of like, damn, is she going to want to fight me if I tell her, like, I ain't on that gay shit? Like, I don't go that way? But I had to let her know. I had to shoot her down nicely. I was like, you straight. Now, y'all, I'm trying to be nice. This is not me. Like, I really want to, like, go in. But I'm, like, trying to go to work release. So I'm like, hey, you know, you straight or whatever. It was a misunderstanding or whatever. But I didn't cheat. You know, I'm being nice. Put my soft girl voice on and shit. But I'm just like, ugh. In the inside, I'm burning up again. But I told her, I was just like, I don't go that way or whatever. She was like, what way? What way you talking about? I'm like, I don't go that way. Like, I don't go girls. She had the nerve to say, oh, could have fooled me. Look like you love to lick pussy. I said, I do. Oh my God. I look like that in person, or do my ID badge look like that? She said, nah, you look like you suck with me and click. Oh my God, I was so offended. Like, I was really offended because like I would never. I've never done that. I would never try it. Like, so I was just like, I laughed it off and I was just like, no, I don't do that. She goes to say, well, it's the first time for everything. She, you know, some of these girls ain't never been gay, but I done turned a couple of them
out my face.
Oh my God. So I'm like, nah, I'm still saying nah, but I'm laughing too because like I really don't want her to like get upset, like I can't lose my work release. But now I'm gonna get mad because like, bitch, stop trying me. I don't lick pussy. I never suck clit, none of that. Like, I don't do that, and I'm tired of saying it. So I was like, again, I was like, nah, watch out, man. Like, I don't do that for real. Like, I was like, I got an old man. Like, I don't do that. I was just like, I'm strictly dickly. She eventually left me alone or whatever. And she was just like, oh, okay, you know, she was like, you know, trying to be cool with me, like friendly. But I don't even want to be friendly with you because I don't even want you to get the wrong idea and think that you can turn me out because it ain't there. Luckily, like, I'm counting down the days because I'm like, oh my God, I got like 3 more days left. Like, oh my God, like, I got to get the fuck out of here. So that Wednesday came, I end up, they knocking on my bunk, telling me to pack it up. I had nothing to pack up, baby. Like, I'm ready. I'm going with this, just this. I don't need nothing to pack up. Besides my paperwork, I don't have anything to pack up. I left the girls, everything else I had that I hadn't got the canteen for that week, and let that be it. I was so ready to get on that goddamn bus. So I ended up going to, like I said, Tampa. It was Clearwater, and it was a really big facility or whatever. I got there. We had to go through orientation. The first thing I wanted was my cell phone. I'm like, hey, did my box come? Like, the lady like, hey, pipe down, hold up. See, that's where y'all mess up. She was a mean lady, too. It was a mean old black lady that ran that work release or whatever. So she was like, that's where y'all mess up at. Y'all first get here, y'all thinking y'all finna use the phone. You gonna use the phone, but you ain't gonna use no cell phone. You gonna use the office phone to let your people know that you're here. That's it. I'm like, rare. Like, okay, calm down. But seriously, like, she was doing too much. So ended up calling my mama. She was so excited. She was like, oh, you made it. I'm so happy. I looked on this website. It's saying you in transit, but it won't tell you where you at. Mind you, when you are moving, it doesn't tell you where you at. It say you in transit, but it don't say well because it's a breach of security if they say like where you, because your people can break you out or whatever. But I was at work release and I was so happy. So I finally had to made it, y'all. Y'all ready for part 16 or not?
Sierra done changed
part
the house
16
so many
of Surviving Prison. So I had to made it to work release. Yay.
Yes,
so like I said, I was in Tampa, Clearwater or whatever. So I was there for about a week and a half before I could leave the facility to go look for a job. Now, we had ankle monitors on. Oh my God, the worst. The ankle monitors was so huge. They were so big. I never had been on house arrest or nothing like that. So I'm scared. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to get in the shower with this shit on? Like, is it going to electrocute me? Like, I was just so stupid and scared. But I was like, oh, that shit. Like, I'm on a free world. Like, I was excited. So you in a room with like 5 other people because it's like 6 to a room, each room. So once I got my paperwork done, signed up or whatever, my box hat done came. So I had my cell phone, cute little clothes or whatever, shoes, just makeup, rewear makeup, perfumes, just everything I asked for. The sugar daddy had it in there. So I'm getting ready to go on my first outing, which was the DMV. So it was a group of us that we had to go to the DMV. Now, mind you, when you're getting ready to go to stuff like this, like the DMV, if you're not going to work, if you're going to like something important like the Social Security office or DMV, something like that, you go in groups. And when you leave together, you come back together. So here go the first bullshit. We get to the DMV and it's like 5 of us. And one of the girls decided that she want to call her boyfriend or whoever the dude was that she was talking to up there or whatever to come pick her up, already ready to get in some shit. So I mind my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? If she get picked up, that's her. But then the second thought I'm having, like, well, that lady said that we all got to come back together. So I hope she ain't finna leave. So I go and ask her, I'm like, hey, girl, you finna go? She was like, hell yeah. Like, we all should go. He got a truck. He'll be able to fit all us in there. Let's go. Shit, I'm trying to go smoke. Smoke? You trying to go smoke some weed? You on work release? Knowing them people randomly drug test us, randomly alcohol test you. Like, why are you trying to get in trouble and you're just getting here? So I'm looking at this bitch like, girl, I'm not trying to get fuck up my work release. I'm not trying to get sent back to prison. No, I'm good. And matter of fact, I'm trying to now because I done changed my ways. I done changed my, how I move or whatever because I don't want to go home the same person. And I know my mama is so tired of being disappointed in me. Hell, I'm tired of being disappointed in me. So I'm trying to tell her like, nah, I don't think that's smart of you. I think, do the right thing. Like, sis, you just got here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you don't got that much time left. Like, just, hold out till you get home. Child, the first thing this girl, now, mind you, she wasn't even at the same prison I was at. But she like, oh, I heard about you, child. Do the right thing. Weren't you the one same girl selling cigarettes on the compound where you was at? Oh, you the one to talk? I'm like, yeah, I did. But you know what I'm saying? I done changed my ways or whatever. And especially like, I done made it this far. So work release, I don't want to fuck it up. I don't think you should fuck it up. But I'm a chill and let you do your thing. She like, thank you. So, of course, you got some bitches that do not have a mind of their own. Follow the leader. So she got 2 girls to ride with her. Like they literally got in the car and rolled with the dude. So me and the other girl, we like, oh hell no, like let's get back on the bus and get back to the center. We get back to the center. The lady over the center like, hey, where the rest of the girls? I didn't want to snitch on nobody. I ain't saying nothing. So I was just like, I have no idea. I think they were still at the DMV. Once me and her was done, we got on the bus and we left. And she like, they still at the DMV. I thought I told everybody to make sure they come back together. And I was like, well, they was out of sight. I didn't see them. So I didn't want to be late coming back because we were on the time frame. So I didn't want to be late coming back and get in trouble. So I just, once I was finished and she was finished, I didn't see the rest of them. I just came back. So I've reeled the lady like, oh, something don't seem right. Oh, something. I'm just like I said, I didn't see them. So I just came back. Mind you, these girls so fucking dumb. We are on an ankle monitor. So therefore, you can't be tracked.
Oh, yeah.
When I say they so dumb. So she ended up pulling up the records or whatever, tracking them down or whatever. And no, she seen that they were moving in a car because a bus, and I'll tell you, a bus ain't going 60 to 70 miles per hour. They just not doing it. So your dumb ass should have told the dude, if you were going to sneak and do that,
go below.
You should have told the dude to drive like 40 miles per hour like a city bus would do. Got me? Because mind y'all, we can't get in any kind of cars. Like we can't get in an Uber, taxi, or nothing besides city bus. You can't have nobody pick you up, none of that, or you violate. And it was so crazy because I think I was like 31. Yeah, in my 31 years, I had never caught a city bus ever before. So I was just like, this is so weird. Like, but the same time, it was just like freedom. Like I just felt so free. And when I was in that DMV, y'all, I was over there looking at people weird as fuck, like real humans. Like I was just so happy. Like the fact that I was locked up, I felt like I had been locked up for like 6-7 years. But I was just so happy to be free. Back to the girls. So they end up getting cased up or whatever. And when they brought their dumb asses back to the center, the lady was already standing there like, y'all might as well go ahead in y'all room. I already done called DOC to come pick y'all up. Y'all might as well go ahead and pack y'all shit up. So the girls like, oh, trying to plead their case or what happened or whatever. So I'm getting ready to go to the dinner hall to get ready to eat dinner. Now I hear one of the girls over talking. Now I keep saying, I think God is really testing me. Like he keep putting me to the test to see if I'm gonna pass. Because first I almost didn't make it to work release because of the girl at FWRC about the spade game, remember? Now I overhear this girl while I'm eating saying, oh, I'm sure that pussy asshole Sierra told. She was over there trying to preach to a bitch talking about, oh, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that. She probably ran her ass right back in here and told. I mean, selling out bad old fat bitch. Oh, I should. When I see that hoe, I'm gonna knock that hoe in her motherfucking face. So I'm hearing this, but I'm just like, here go the shit. Like, you want to keep fucking trying me. Like, I ain't got too many more tries in me. Like, I just don't. But I know at the same time that it's God testing me. He want to see if I'm going to pass. And at this point, I'm praying and telling God, like, listen, God, you don't got to keep testing me. Because every time you test me, I'm going to pass with flying colors. So stop the test, okay? So another girl here or whatever, she like, hey, man, don't pay that shit no attention. You done made it this far. You in work with these. You doing the right thing, man. Keep doing your thing. Don't worry about them hoes gonna go back to DOC anyways. Don't worry about it. But at this point, like, a bitch ain't gonna sneak me again or none of that. So I'm just like, I'm getting on point. I'm just getting ready and like finna be on point because I'm just like, this bitch talking about when she see me, what she gonna do? Like, and at this point, I really don't want it to happen, but I gotta be ready for whatever. But you know, it's always the loudest in the room be the scariest in the room. Child, I want to dump my little trash and whatever, and I walk right past the girl. Do you know the girl ain't say nothing like, pussy asshole, you told on us, or what's up? I mean, nothing. Silent. Nothing.
She was on
I'm like, okay, God, I see you. You put me to test. That was a test. I passed it. Thank you. I passed.
Hey, y'all. This is part 17 of Surviving Prison. So, y'all, this point, I'm at work release. Excited. I done went to the DMV. I got my ID now. I'm eligible to go look for a job. So, being at work release, you kind of got to find a job quickly. Now, only job I'm used to working is like at like call centers. Well, I was like call centers and stuff like that. Customer service. So, mind you, that's where I'm at. That's the mindset I still got. Like, oh, let me go get, a customer service job. I done forgot all about that. I'm a felon now. Like, I'm a convicted felon, girl.
How you forget you a damn convicted felon?
You're not gonna get no customer service job. Like, now I ain't gonna lie, certain customer service jobs will hire you. I know that now. But like when I was in work release, I was getting denied left and right. I got denied so much too. I was there for like almost 3 weeks, and the lady at the center, the owner, she basically was like, hey, you gotta find a job within a week or you get sent back because you only have like a month to find a job. I was like, oh hell no, like I can't get sent back. So now at this point, I'm gonna work anywhere. I don't even care if I work at McDonald's at this point. So I ended up finding a job at Wingstop. Y'all, when I tell y'all, that was like, Wingstop was probably like Prudential Insurance, all state to me. Like, it was just something like I was cherishing at the moment. Like, I was so happy them people hired me. I didn't know what to do. When that lady told me I was hired, I was like, okay, when can I start? Child, she had done gave me my uniform, shirt, and everything. I haven't worked fast food since I was like 15 to 16 years old. Like, I couldn't believe that I was going to get ready to work at Wingstop. Child, when I started Wingstop, I was the best employee ever. Like, they probably knew I was in work release because the way I was greeting them customers and just so happy to go toss them wings like that, baby. Like I ain't never had a job before. Okay. I was so happy to be able to leave that center. Y'all don't understand. So the earliest you can leave the center is about 7 a.m. and the latest you can be back is 11:30 p.m. I tried to stay away from that center as much as I could. I ended up getting a second job. I ended up getting a second job at a hotel. Child, I used to leave early in the morning, 7 a.m. and I used to come back at 11:30 p.m. So I would leave, go to the hotel from 7 to 3. After the hotel, I would leave at the hotel. I would get to Wingstop at maybe 3:30, 4, something like that to close, which is 11:30 for me. Child, I was hustling hard. Like, I was just so happy to be in the free world till, like, I had to get 2 jobs because I never want to be at the center. I was working. I didn't work at the hotel that long.
Don't sleep
they ended up not firing me,
wings,
but just letting me go because they had too many people. And so when they had too many people, they had to let the last person go, which was me. And plus, I didn't care for the job, but I did it because I was just like, I want to be away from the center. But being a housekeeper, that was not for me at all, okay? Hell, neither was a fast food, but it was better than being a housekeeper.
at least I got to see more people, interact and stuff like that. I was meeting people. I met this guy that I'm still cool with or whatever. He was from Clearwater or whatever. I'm still cool with him now to this day. So I met some good people while I was working at Wingstop. So I would go to work every day, come back or whatever. I hated on my days off. Like I was telling the people I want to work every day. They used to be like, well, you have to get some days off. We can't put you on the schedule every day, but I want to work every single day because I want to leave the center.
You want to get up out of
there. On the days that I was at the center, you know, I just chilled around the center or whatever, but it was nothing to do. Like a lot of people went to work, so it was like, you know, it was kind of boring. But you still get visitation when you're in work release. You get visitation, people get to still send you money, and you get more money there than you did at the prison. So y'all, this is when the sugar daddy, like, he kind of came in handy a little bit because you get furloughs. Now, you do have to be there at least 3 months before you can get your first furlough. Now, the sugar daddy hadn't signed up or whatever to be like my designated driver or whatever for this particular furlough. He did have to get approved and whatever. But, child, y'all think I was embarrassed for him to come to that prison. Child, when it came to work release, I wasn't embarrassed at all. He signed that furlough, baby. We went shopping. He took me to the mall. We went out to eat. Like, you have like a certain amount of hours. Your first furlough is like 4.5 hours or so, and it progresses as, you know, as the months go by. So it's like 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. And you got to have your phone on you at all times. They got to have the person that's picking you up phone number, so they will call both phones, like, to see, actually make sure that you're at the place that you say you're going to be at. Child, you couldn't tell me nothing with that old white man, baby. I thought that was my man for real. Taking me shopping, we going out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Just living my regular life. Like, baby, you couldn't tell me nothing, okay? And honestly, you couldn't tell him nothing either. He really thought I was his lady. Like, he was, like, ready to show me off, like, calling his, like, homeboys, I guess that's what you can call it. And was just like, hey, yeah, I'm with my girl. I'm getting ready to take her shopping and blah, 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 blah. I didn't mind. I was so happy because spend your coin. Yeah, do that. I'm your girl. So it wasn't until this one point where he wanted to marry me. Like, he thought I was going to marry him. He wanted me to get out of prison and marry him. And when I told him no, like, I wasn't ready for marriage, he was like, what are we dating for then? I'm only dating for marriage. Like, if you're not ready to marry, then we're going to have to cut this off. So, like, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't want to cut it off. Like, the money was too good. He's spoiling me. You know what I'm saying? I need all this right now. But I'm not going to lie, I did have to end up ending things with him because he was getting way too serious. And I just felt like this was going to be some type of lifetime movie ending or something like that. And sometimes when you play with people too long, you end up getting hurt. And I didn't want him to, like, you know, really look me up because stuff be public records. And I didn't want him to look me up and end up finding out, like, when I did get out, I didn't want him to find out, like, my address or, you know, any of that because I had already lied to him. I told him I was from Orlando. So I didn't want him to look me up and then, you know, try to come harm me or anything. So my greed had to just, like, suffer because I didn't want to get hurt.
Suffer.
And at this point, I'm kind of like turning over a new leaf. Even though I love the money, even though I wanted his money and I love the shopping sprees and blah, 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 I still, you know, kind of felt bad. I was just like, oh my God, I'm really using this man. Like, okay, Sierra, enough is enough. But we ended things or whatever. He ended up, you know, not reaching out to me anymore. He didn't, you know, turn my cell phone off or anything like that. Because he couldn't turn the cell phone off because he actually purchased the cell phone. He brought it all the way through. It wasn't on a contract or anything like that. So I was able to keep my phone. That he ended up changing his number on me or something like that, because one day I needed some money. This was like 2 months after I stopped talking to him. I needed some money and I tried to call the phone and it was just like, the subscriber you have reached. I was like, oh, he changed his number on me. So he probably went back to the Prison Power website or whatever and got him another inmate mama or whatever.
You know what?
So at this point, y'all,
Sierra say?
Why? I don't know, because I had money. Like, I was just being greedy.
Vicky, what did Sierra say? What's the promise? Let them know, Vicky, in the chat.
So I reached back out to the other sugar daddy and I let him know, like, hey, I'm in work release or whatever. You know, what can you send me? Wrong idea.
She
because
got some
now we want to get that close, like, oh, I miss you, baby, or whatever, and still trying to send $75 and $100. Don't nickel and dime me, baby. I'm in the real world now. I need real money, real coins. Like, what's up?
You're in Jacksonville, ain't nothing but an hour.
He had a lot of shit going on. So
yeah, to Orlando.
Like, blocked him and did not speak to him again.
Yes,
the reality is,
Vicky.
once, you know, I had my phone or whatever, I used to be sneaking on social media while I was at work and stuff. So once I get on Facebook, y'all, Mr. Eggplant finds out that I'm in work release. Like,
y'all remember Mr. Eggplant from part 1? He was married. Got Sierra to leave her man. He paid for her lawyer. And then wifey pulled up.
You see, I'm on social media. So he like, reach out like, oh, what's up? Like, oh, you out? And I'm like, no, I'm in work release or whatever. What's up? And so he like, oh, like, hit me up. Here's my number, blah, blah, blah. Child, I don't know why I hit that man up. I had no business talking to him because, mind y'all, he was married. So I had no business reaching back out. But I did. Part 18 of Surviving Prison. So like I said, I had no business hitting Eggplant up. But I did. Against my better judgment, I did. But the first thing I did when I hit him up, I'm like, what's up? Like, why you want to fuck with me now? I didn't hear from you my whole sentence. Like, what's up? You ain't add me on JPay. You ain't put no money on your phone. You didn't even send me $1. And now that I'm out, you want to fuck with me? Nah. So he like, oh, I gotta, let me explain. I'm like, okay, I'm listening, because you ain't saying nothing for real. So he basically like, all that was a shock to him. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know that I was scamming. He didn't know, what I was into. So he was just like, kind of confused. So I'm just like, you were confused. Okay, yeah, I didn't tell you what was going on. Cool. But you ain't tell me what the fuck was going on either. You didn't tell me that you were married. You told me you were single. You started living with me. Like, how were you married? I just want to know that. Like, please explain this marriage shit before we even go into why you wasn't there for me. I just need to know the marriage. Like, what was going on? He went into saying, I had them fell in love with you. I was scared to lose you. I knew that if I told you I was married, you wouldn't fuck with me, because we had a conversation before where I asked you, have you ever talked to a married man? You told me no, and that you would never talk to one. So I was scared to lose you. For me, that still didn't sit well with me. It wasn't valid enough for me. So then he goes into say, well, to be honest, we wasn't really together. We were separated. That's why I had to move down and got my own place. I got an apartment. The apartment that you was coming to, that's why I had moved to, because we were separated. But I still deserve to know that you were separated, that you were married, in a marriage, gonna get ready to leave your marriage, whatever. I deserve to know that. Then he went on to say that once I had done left or whatever, she pressured him to get back into their marriage, for them to start over, blah, blah, blah. So that's why, he did try to make it work, being that I was gone and he didn't know what was going to be the outcome of me. I'm pretty sure you checked the website. You knew what was going on. You knew the outcome. I even wrote you a letter and you never responded to that. But what's killing me the most is you're trying to fuck with me now. Like, don't fuck with me when I'm free. When I needed you, you wasn't there for me. So basically, he just was begging me and was asking me, like, what can he do to make it up? Y'all know me. Even though I wasn't into him, like, it ain't really nothing you gonna be able to do to make it up to me. But I ain't telling him that. I'm just like, well, we gonna see. I'm gonna see. I took a week or whatever to kind of like get back to him. But you know what you can do? Send the funds. So he ended up sending me a little couple coins or whatever. It wasn't that major. He wanted to come see me. Now, mind y'all, I didn't want him to come see me, because at this point, I wasn't fucking with him, but I knew that if I saw him, I didn't have enough self-control. And I didn't want to get sent back, because we probably would have fucked. So I already knew, what was going on, because to be honest, now that I think about it, that relationship was all about sex. Like, it wasn't nothing, like, we wasn't compatible with nothing else besides sex. So of course I didn't allow him to come see me, because I wasn't trying to go down that road. Fast forward, moving along, work release going good or whatever. Christmas time coming up at this point. It's December. Now, my release date was February. It was supposed to be February. I did not get out February. So just wanted y'all to clock that tea. So like I said, fast forward. I goes to work one day. It's around Christmas time. I'm missing home, missing family or whatever. My cousin ended up coming in town, and she came to my job to see me. That is against the rules. I was going to say the law, but that's against the rules. So, what else? I'm sorry. So, she wasn't supposed to, but she did, and we ended up, she came up there to chill with me. We ended up drinking and stuff like that, and it was cool. She ended up leaving. Now, I had met another guy, that I told y'all earlier that, I met him at Wingstop. We still cool or whatever. We wasn't like that, like, oh, I want to fuck with you or nothing like that. He was just cool, play tiny. He had them brought some Hennessy up there, whatever. We drinking. Having a good time, vibed out. Y'all, I knew that they wasn't going to drug test me or whatever. And alcohol don't stay in your system, but 24 to 36 hours, something like that. It's not like drugs, like weed or anything. So I was cool on, having me a couple drinks or whatever. And I didn't get too messed up where I had to go back in the center and I'm slugged or like, my breath smelling like liquor and stuff like that. I didn't get that messed up.
This woman don't
But I
learn.
did tell y'all, usually I delete everything out my phone, like everything. I don't keep nothing in my phone. But I think the liquor won, y'all. So before I went to bed, I did put my phone in the locker. When I tell y'all the next morning, the whole facility, it was the day after Christmas, they like, phone check, phone check, phone check. I'm not thinking nothing of it like, oh, I need to, hurry and grab my phone, because at this point, it was in my locker where it was supposed to be at. Not only was it just in my locker, I didn't delete my messages, y'all. So I got messages in there from my cousin saying she was so happy to see me. She pulled up on me, blah, blah, blah. Then I got messages in there from the fucking nigga, like saying, like, that was what's up. Like, I had a good time with you last night. Your ass wasn't used to drinking. You ain't had a drinking so long. Your ass was gonna get fucked up, blah, blah. When we gonna be able to drink again? Oh my God. Why did I delete these messages, y'all? Why?
Yeah, even when the alphabet boys pulled up on you at the house, baby, you was deleting messages. What happened, Sierra?
I did not delete these messages. So they did the phone check. The messages were still there. So I'm just like, oh shit. Like once they had to call me to the bubble, basically, they had to call me. They let everybody go back to their rooms. They released phones, and I'm just like, damn, I didn't get my phone back. Child, they done called me up there, and they basically like questioning me about the messages. Like, so you been drinking? Why is there messages in there saying they enjoyed you? Why are you having people pull up to your job to meet you, family or not? Why is people coming up to your job? So I'm like, oh shit, I'm busted. Like, what am I finna do? I lied to the bus. I don't know what that was about. My cousin did come up there or whatever because she was in town, but she just stopped to the wing stop. I couldn't stop her from pulling up. You know what I'm saying? She came up there and got something to eat. Now, how the fuck I'm finna get out of this shit with the dude about the liquor? So I just said, I don't know what he's talking about. Basically, like, he lying. I ain't never had no liquor. I ain't drunk. So they kept saying, if we give you an alcohol test right now, you're gonna pass it. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna pass. Like, I was for sure like, I'm gonna pass. Child, the lady just kept saying, I don't believe you. You're lying. You're lying. You finna get sent back. Tell me the truth. So I'm still the line or whatever. But then once I kind of like figured that she was gonna send me back anyways, I wasn't finna tell on myself. I wasn't finna tell the truth. So I just stayed alive, and I was just like, listen, ma'am, I did not have anything to drink. I don't know what that text message was about, but I didn't have anything to drink. And they didn't even fucking not drug test me. They didn't even alcohol test me. I was so mad because I just wanted them to alcohol test me because I knew like the shit was out of my system by then. I didn't even have that much, so I knew it wasn't gonna come up. Child, the lady done called DOC. She like, first she acted like she was gonna give me a chance. She told me to go back in my room or whatever. I wasn't getting my phone back. So she kept my phone for 2 days or whatever, and I'm thinking I'm safe, y'all. Child, after them 2 days, she hadn't told me, hey, call me to the office. I hate this for you. I'm so disappointed. I thought you was going to make it. I'm going to have to call DOC, and you have to pack your stuff, and you're going to have to go back to prison. Y'all, I literally was begging this lady. I'm crying, like, please don't do this. I'm too close to the finish line. Like, it's December. I get out in February. Baby, DOC was on the way to come pick me up.
Part 19 of Surviving Prison. So if you're keeping up, then you know on part 18, I left y'all off with letting y'all know that I got sent back from work release. I know. Y'all disappointed. I was disappointed too.
A co-worker.
So I got sent back from work release
borrowed the
because
phone.
they took my phone. Well, they took everybody's phone, and they went through our messages and stuff. And I had a message.
I would have said maybe my co-worker used the phone, but it was too much pressure.
Message from someone letting them know.
And she still haven't learned. She said God testing her. So, baby, this is just another test.
So, like, well, letting me know that he was like, he had a good time and we was drinking or whatever. It was the day after Christmas.
My girl,
everybody know that's against the rules. So I was sent back. DOC came to pick me up later on that night. I ended up having to go to a prison that was closer to the work release center. So I did not go back to Gaston, which they call it Cupcake Camp. I didn't go back to the private prison. I ended up going back to a DOC prison, which is Hernando. And they tried to make it seem like that prison was a faith-based prison. It was not. I ain't gonna say it was not. I mean, it was kind of like any other prison, like, with the chapel and you go to church and stuff like that. But they made it seem like it was strictly faith-based. It wasn't. It was actually harder than the prison that I was at. And I'm saying that because to me, I felt like they were very racist there. Like in that little country town that they were in, they were very, very racist. And I just felt like they didn't like Black people. Not to mention, I feel like because I did fraud. And I feel like I'm not going to say that people that do fraud shouldn't go to prison because you got to take accountability for your actions. I will say maybe they should put people in programs or something like that, because I feel like if you did fraud or something minor or white collar crime or something like that, you should be put with killers and rapists and stuff like that. We should be in the same facility. So at this particular prison, they had all types of people there that did all kinds of things. Literally, I was in a dorm.
Okay, now it sounds like she really about to be scared, y'all. She was at Cupcake Camp, okay? Now she down here with them real unalivers.
With a girl that
you better become Muslim, okay? Like Lady Janice's brother, you better come Muslim, so you can have some protection, girl.
Stabbed her 6-year-old. She stabbed her 6-year-old 12 times, and by the grace of God, the little girl survived, and she was able to get on the stand and talk and tell what happened to her. And the girl ended up getting like 23 years or something like that for a manslaughter or something like that. I can't really remember, but she was at Lowell. But when your time get under 15 years, so the prison that I was at, once your time is 15 years and under, you're eligible to be at a different prison. So she was there. But like I told y'all, I had my sister look up a lot of people. She lied and said that she was in there for something else, like driving while under the influence and something happened or something. I don't know. But anyways, I ended up getting her name because I actually kind of got liked her or whatever. Like she was cool. She was very spiritual. Like she was into her word a lot, I would say. And people do change or whatever, and I'm not here to judge nobody, but it just seemed like for a crime like that, I don't know. I don't know.
I know God forgives and ain't no sin bigger than that sin, but that was just a bit much for me. So I, was not getting close to her because I didn't have much time left anyways, but I wasn't getting closer to her. But it was just like, okay, I kind of like her. Like she was, kind of like, talking to me every day and her bunk was by mine. So I got her name and her DC number, and I had my sister look her up. And when my sister told me what she was in there for, and she was like, "Oh, it was big in the I think she was in Orlando or something like that. That case was big." I was like, "Oh no!" And I know I probably had no room to judge nobody, but I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to talk to her. I don't have no conversations for her no more." I mean, then you had somebody in there that they allowed their boyfriend. I'm gonna say allowed because maybe people be in abusive relationships all the time. So maybe she was in an abusive relationship or whatever with the guy, but her boyfriend basically killed her infant child and she buried the child. Like she buried the little girl in their backyard. Like it was some crazy stuff in there. Like I'm not making this up. And it was just like, oh my God, like why would they put me at this kind of prison with these kind of people? I don't deserve this.
You a criminal, girl.
So moving backwards a little bit. So once I got sent back or whatever, I did have to go to DR here the next day. Which, they wrote me up or whatever for quote unquote drinking or whatever. So that did take 20 days from me. So now it actually took a little more than that because they said I was supposed to get 20 days taken, but I didn't get my game time for 2 months. So when I got sent back, it was like December 28th. I was supposed to get out February 6th. It had on paper, it pushed my date back into like April or something like that. So of course I'm really upset. Now, y'all, I didn't tell my mama when I first left. She didn't know I was leaving or whatever because I was too embarrassed. I was just like, I'm so tired of disappointing this lady. I know she about sick of me. Like, I don't know. I don't want to tell her. So I waited like 3 days while I was there. And when I called her, at first she didn't answer. So I called her back later on that night and she answered and I can hear it in her voice. Like she was just so upset and disappointed. And she was like, yes, Sierra. And I was just,
Mama, just go ahead and cuss her out for the one time. Like,
hey mom, they sent me back to prison. She was like, I know. What's up? So I'm just like, damn, like why she talking to me like this? My mama was just so disappointed because she just like, Sierra, all I just want you to do is do better. Get your shit together. Like you've been down there for all this long time and you still doing the same shit. Like you still making the same mistakes. At this point, it's no longer mistakes. Like you just need to get your shit together. Take accountability for your actions and get your shit together. And when I tell y'all, it stuck with me like, oh my God, like once my mama give up on me, who I'm gonna have? Like I gotta make a change. So I decided that I wasn't gonna call my mama. I told her, yes, ma'am, I understand, blah, blah, blah. But I decided that I was gonna give my mama a break. I didn't want to call home for a while because I know she was upset with me and I just want to get my shit together. Like I needed to, get me right. So I didn't call home for about a good week and a half or whatever until I felt like I was in a better space. So now I gotta go back to work call. So now once I'm on a call out for work call and go get my job, y'all know where they put me in.
In the kitchen.
Y'all know where they put me in.
And
I'm saying this to say, y'all know they put me in the kitchen, right? As much as I hated the kitchen, I'm just going to say this. God do everything for a reason. First of all, I love cooking, but it's just the way I was treated in this environment, in these prisons, to make me hate the kitchen. But God did exactly what he was supposed to do. He kept putting me in that kitchen because that's my destiny. Like I'm supposed to be cooking. I'm supposed to be in the kitchen. Y'all not following me. Pause on the story real quick. And I'm saying this because I'm a merchant seaman. And as a merchant seaman, I cook on the ships. Had I not went to prison, y'all, I would have never chose this type of job, this type of career. Working on a ship, I would have never chose that. When I was in prison, at my last month of prison, I decided that I wanted a great career. I'm used to making really a lot of money on the outside when I was doing fraud. So I was like, I want to do something that's going to make me a lot of money and it's legit. And it's something that I love doing. And so when I was told about like the merchant seaman and stuff, and it was like, oh, people cook on the ships and stuff. And I was like, whole time, y'all, God was preparing me for this. Like, that's why he kept putting me in the kitchen. That's why I couldn't get out the kitchen. No matter how much I tried, I couldn't get out the kitchen because I'm supposed to be in the kitchen. Stay tuned for part 20. I'm going to tell y'all. Part 20 of Surviving Prison. So y'all know I'm at a new prison or whatever. And like I said, God was doing everything for a reason at that moment. I didn't understand, that God was doing it for me for those reasons. But all I knew is I keep getting stuck in the fucking kitchen and I don't like the kitchen. I don't want to be in the kitchen. So me being like in a rush and being disobedient and not really like sitting down listening to God, what he had for me, I was trying to get out the kitchen ASAP. Like soon as I knew that I was getting put in the kitchen, I was filling out a job change form. I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not doing this again. You don't get moved immediately. So I was still in the kitchen for about, I want to say, a good couple of weeks, like maybe 3 weeks, I was in the kitchen still. Oh my God. The worst 3 weeks. Like I was going through it. My first day in the kitchen, I get into it with the food director lady.
Oh,
She asked me
God.
to put the trays up, the
Sierra.
food trays up or whatever. And I did. Once they came out of the dishwasher, we run them through the little thing or whatever, and I put them up. Child, she comes back there and she was real particular on how she liked the things in the kitchen or whatever. Mind you, this is a different prison, so everything ain't ran the same. I'm not knowing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I, normally do at the other kitchen. So I put them up or whatever. She comes in there and she checks behind you. That's just what she did. She checks behind everything. So, and mind y'all, they didn't steal at this kitchen. Like, this was a faith-based compound and they did not steal. And plus, it wasn't nothing really to steal out of there because this particular prison didn't have microwaves. Now, the prison I was at before, we had microwaves, so that's how we cooked our food and stuff. And
they ain't have no onions.
so ain't no microwaves at this prison. This was a real prison. So she comes and check or whatever to see if I had took the trays out, put the trays back up. I did. So she said, why are these trays so wet? I'm looking like they just came out of the dishwasher. She literally took every tray
on the job
out of the cubby hole and slung them on the floor. Me, I'm just looking at her like, who finna pick them up? Because I know you ain't just throw all those trays on the floor. So she say, now get them up and get them washed again and put them back. I looked at this lady. I'm still standing there like, who? And I'm looking at the other girl like, she's talking to you? Because she ain't talking to me. I'm already mad because I got to come back in this kitchen anyways and I'm back in prison. I know she ain't talking to me. So she like, why are you still standing there? Why haven't you moved yet? Because I'm like, first of all, don't talk to me like that. I'm a human just like you are. And second of all, I'm not picking nothing off the floor that you done threw on the floor. Like, you could have asked me nicely to get the trays and dry them or whatever you wanted me to do, but you just decided to throw them on the floor? Baby girl, we ain't doing that. So she like, well, who are you talking to in that manner? Matter of fact, and so she started calling the officer or whatever, telling the officer I disrespected her or whatever. So here we go, the officer telling me to turn around and cuff up. So I'm like, cuff up for what? They're like, oh, you're being disrespectful, you're talking back? And it was just like, they did the most at this prison. So I'm just like, I'm literally like, what did I do? Like, this lady just threw these trays at me on the floor and y'all telling me to cuff up? I can't really remember what they called the people or whatever that you have to go see and talk to in the offices and stuff. Not the warden or nothing like that, but
it's time to call Tallahassee this time.
The lieutenant and stuff like that. So basically they're like, oh, tell that to the lieutenant. Like, you're getting cuffed up. Go tell it to the lieutenant. So I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm crying, y'all, because I'm just like, I'm finna go to lock because this lady done threw these trays at me and want me to pick them up, and I'm finna go to lock because I wouldn't pick them up. But this is the price that I had to pay because ain't no way that, oh, my lashes look bad, y'all. Don't talk about my lashes. I'm getting a fill-in Tuesday. Oh, but anyways, this is the price that I had to pay because I shouldn't have went back to prison. I should have not done the things that I was doing at work release to get sent back to prison. So I go in there and I tell the lieutenant, like,
look at CC. She said, this is the price I had to pay. You know, I shouldn't have went back to prison. My girl learning, y'all. My girl learning.
Hey, this is what happened or whatever. They said that they had to get witness statements and they had to get I think it was a camera in there, so they had to get the footage from the camera and stuff like that because the lady wrote me up on the DR, the food lady wrote me up on the DR and basically was lying, saying I was yelling at her, I disrespected her. She told me to do something and I didn't do it. Yeah, you did tell me to pick up them trays and I wasn't picking up the trays, but she never mentioned that she threw the trays down on the floor. Y'all, when I tell y'all I knew God was on my side because I'm like, God can't put me, like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying, do the things that this lady was telling me, saying that I did on this DR. You know that didn't happen, God, please. So the lady was, the lieutenant said, she had kept me in there for about 4 hours. She was like, until they finished the investigation, she wasn't going to put me in lock, but she was going to put me in lock if they found out that I was lying. So I'm just like, Lord, please, like, you got to be on my side because you know the truth. Like, I didn't disrespect this lady. Y'all, 4 hours had done passed. They came back. They took the cuffs off me and she said, we reviewed the cameras. We're not going to lock you up or whatever. We're going to dismiss the DR, throw it out. And when I tell y'all, that's when I knew God was real. I was like, oh my God, like, God is real. Like, I always been a believer and I always had big faith. Like, I've always had a great relationship with God up until, I did get sent to prison and I just kind of lost my faith. But, I gained it back, so I told y'all. But it was just like, every time I turned around, he was sending tests at me. And it was just like, he was telling me, like, you should have never got your ass in trouble. You should have never been drinking, and your ass would have been still on a free world in work release doing the things that you was doing. But now you back at prison because you was drinking, and now these are the things that you have to go through. So y'all, after that, I didn't even want to go back in the kitchen. I'm just like, now I'm a target. This lady's gonna be trying me all the time, especially now that she wanted me to go to jail, which is we call jail lock. She wanted me to go to jail, and I didn't go to jail because you was lying. So I'm just like, I don't know what I gotta do, but I'm trying to do whatever I gotta do to get out of this kitchen because I already know I'm gonna end up going to lock, and I can't go to lock because I'm gonna end up losing more days. I've already lost 20 days, and if I lose more days, like, my days just gonna keep getting pushed back, and I'm not gonna be able to go home. Like, I just want to go home. I don't have much time left. By the grace of God, my work change form got pulled. So now I'm getting out the kitchen. I felt like I got out the kitchen just to get a worse job. Like, I got put in inside grounds. Inside grounds is where you're outside, whether it's snowing, whether it's raining, whether it's cold, whether it's hot. You're outside picking up trash, raking, walking around with a bucket. Like, it was just, oh, Lord, y'all. When I tell y'all, this was the worst prison. Like, this prison, they treated you like shit there. Mind y'all, it was like a little old prison too. So everything in the dorms was old, rusty. The lights, oh yeah, in the prison, the lights never go off. You sleep with the lights on. You might as well, if you can't sleep with the lights on in your face, baby, you might as well. I used to tie my face up with a t-shirt and like sleep under my put my blanket over my face, because that you never get no good sleep. Like, the lights are always on. Just how my light on right now, this how the lights always on and stay on. That's crazy, right? But that prison was so old and moldy. Like, they should have been shut that place down. It was inhumane. And might I add, while I was in prison, one time I was in the kitchen and they had told me to go get some ground beef out the freezer. Y'all, I'm not kidding you. When I got the ground beef out the freezer, guess what it said on the label? It wasn't even ground beef. It says ground something else. But it says not for human consumption. Not for human consumption. So y'all feeding us something that says not for human consumption? Are you serious? I'm not making this up, y'all.
Hey fam, this is part 21. Oh my God, we're so far into this story. This is part 21 of Surviving Prison. So I left off telling y'all in part 20, when I was in the kitchen, that was just a side note, when I was in the kitchen and I saw the ground beef, was supposed to be ground beef. It was not ground beef. I don't know what it was, but it said not for human consumption. I took it to the food director and I'm like, hey, it says not for human consumption. And she snatched it out my hand basically and told me to go get back on the line because I was serving. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, that's not right. So I wrote a grievance. And of course, like, all the officers and stuff stick together. So nothing really happened with that grievance. But I just wanted y'all to know, like, that's how they treat us in there. Like, why would you be feeding somebody something that says not for human consumption? Okay. But back to Hernando. So I'm at Hernando now. I'm out of the kitchen. I'm on inside grounds. Like I said, inside grounds was horrible. It's like, you got to be careful what you ask for, because I wanted to get out the kitchen so bad. I sacrificed getting out the kitchen to go on inside grounds and pick up trash in the rain when it was beaming hot out there, raking the yard. I mean, it was no leaves out there. It was dirt. I'm like, what am I raking? There's no leaves. They like rake the dirt. Like, that's how crazy they was. And just, they didn't give a fuck. Like, they was so nasty to us. But I wasn't trying to talk back or get in any kind of more trouble, because I already hadn't gotten in trouble once there, which wasn't my fault when the lady threw the trays down at me and told me to pick them up and act like there wasn't no cameras there. There was cameras that had backed me up and showed that you threw those trays at me. So I wasn't trying to get in any more trouble, right? So I did what was asked of me. If they wanted me to rake the dirt, that's what I did. I eventually got into church heavy. Mind you, I had 3 months left. So it's January now. I'm supposed to get out in February, but my game time sheet says April, actually. Now, why does my game time sheet say April when it's really supposed to say March, because I only lost 20 days? So it should say March, but it says April. So I called my cousin. I'm like, kind of like sad, and she heard it in my voice, and she's like, well, what's wrong, cousin? I'm like, girl, I don't know really what's going on with my game time. It's saying that I get out in April. I'm supposed to get out in March. I only lost 20 days. And she was like, what? So what they saying? I'm like, they're not saying nothing. They ain't trying to fix it or nothing. I know it's a mistake. It has to be a mistake. So I'm telling the people, like the officers, I need to go speak to my counselor or whatever and let her know, like, something's going on, it's wrong. Basically, they never approved it. Like, they basically just like, what's on the paper is what's on the paper. So y'all, the girl that I told y'all that stabbed her daughter, right? She was a bump away from me. So she seen it in my eyes. She seen that I was sad. She came over to try and tell me. She was like, you trust God? First of all, I was like looking at her crazy, because at this point I know what you in there for, and I don't really want to talk to you. So, but I couldn't judge her. So that wasn't my place to judge her. So I was like, yes, I believe in God. And she was like, well, trust God. Don't worry about it. Like, they probably made a mistake. I was like, well, if they made a mistake, they should fix it. She like, trust God. So your game time is serious, and when you know what day you're supposed to be released on, that's what you look forward to. You don't give a damn about her talking about no trust God and all this and that. But I had to trust God. Like, I knew it was a mistake. The next day I called my cousin, and she's like, cousin, you said your date say April. It says March on here. And I'm like, no, it don't. I'm looking at the paper. She like, girl, your date says March 6th. I'm like, huh? I went to bed trusting God and prayed about it. And when I woke up and I called back later on that next day, that night, she said my date changed. How does my date change overnight, y'all? How? I'm telling y'all, that's when my faith was already there. But it was just like, God keeps showing me that he going to show up for me every time. As long as I have faith and I trust in him, he going to do it every time. And he did. So that right there made me a real firm believer. Like, I was already a believer. If I wasn't a believer before, to see what God had did overnight for me, it was just like insane. Like, I don't even know how to describe it no more, y'all. It was just crazy. So
moving forward, I ended up start going to church real heavy. Like every time them chapel doors open, I wanted to be there. Like I could not get enough of God and just like praising him, because I slowly started seeing myself change. Like I was not the same person no more. So one day I'm on the phone with my mom, and I'm telling her I don't really feel that good or whatever. My throat hurt, and I thought I just had a common cold. Well, actually I did. Child, at Hernando, they listen to your calls hard. They didn't play over there. They don't play by the phones, right? They listen to my phone calls so hard. They hear me telling my mama I don't feel good. Why do people think I got COVID and they come lock me up? So they're like, Miss Washington, we got to take you to log. So I'm like, log? What did I do? We'll explain it later. Here you go again. I'm just like, damn, like I cannot stay out of trouble. And now I know for sure I ain't did nothing. I'm really like mad. I'm mad and I'm confused. And now here I am questioning God, because I'm just like, damn, like, I ain't did nothing. And might I add, when you go to lock, that is so traumatizing to be locked up in a small little box, like for 23. And then at this particular prison, you didn't even come out for 1 hour. You stayed in there every day, all day. So when I got down there, they tell me, we heard your phone call. We have to test you for COVID. And meanwhile, until your test results come back, you have to stay in log, isolated. Now, they didn't have the rapid test that they got now. They're like, oh, we got to quarantine you for 14 days. What? So you mean to tell me I'm going to be in lock 14 days? I can't come out. I can't do nothing. This is crazy. So they take me to lock. They test me, and they said I had to wait 14 days for my test to come in. During these 14 days, I decided to fast. I decided to fast and pray and just talk to God, get real close to God, because I couldn't understand why the things kept happening to me. Like, and I'm just like, God, you got to have an answer for this, because this is torture and I don't deserve this. Let me do my time. I tried to do the time because I never wanted the time to do me, right? I kid y'all not. During those 14 days, as I was talking to God, and I would ask him every day, like, God, what is it? What do you need from me? What did what you want me to do? I think it was like on the 11th day, God said, I heard him clearly. I just want you to be a changed woman. I don't want you to be your past. Your past will not define you. Many doors are going to open for you when you get out of here, but you have to do the right thing and trust in me. I heard it so clear, y'all. Like, oh my God, I'm getting emotional now because I heard him so clearly. So once I was released after the 14th day, y'all, I didn't get in any trouble. Like, any trouble that tried to come towards me, anything that an officer said to me, because there was officers that would fuck with me, like, to still just say stuff to me, because they would see, like, when I go to canteen, I'm spending all this money at canteen. They know that I got sent back from work release. So anybody that gets sent back from work release, they want to fuck with you anyways. Like, they feel like, oh, you got sent back from work release, you deserve to be back in prison, blah, blah, blah. So anything that tried to attack me, I was so covered, because anything tried to attack me and come my way, it was brushed off. Like, God just like had me covered. One day, so I went back to work and on the inside grounds, and it was raining out there, y'all. They gave us a raincoat or whatever, but it was still raining, and they still wanted us out there picking up trash and doing stuff. Even when it wasn't trash out there, they wanted us to do something. So the officer, like, he was letting everybody go back in. Like, he was picking one by one, like, hey, go back to the dorm. You can go back in the dorm. You can go back in the dorm. I'm literally the last person out there in the rain, and I'm just smiling. I don't got no care in the world, because, like, I'm pretty ready to go home. I don't care what y'all say. The officer like, Miss Washington, what you over there smiling for? So I'm just like, no reason. He like, oh, you think something funny? Do I got something on my face? Just fucking with me. So I'm like, no, sir, I'm just happy. He was like, you happy to be in prison? You happy to be back from work release? I'm just like, I just have peace. And he just like, oh, you do? Oh, okay, I'm gonna show you peace. Like I'm gonna leave you out here. Like, I'm gonna show you peace. It still did not bother me. Like, whatever. Okay, sir. So I was like, yes, sir. And I overheard him talk to another officer, like, why she's so happy. He could not figure out why I was so happy, but I just had the, like, God, grace and mercy was all over me, and nothing nobody said or did to me could break me at this point. Part 22 of Surviving Prison. So like I was saying, nothing could break me. Like, anything the devil had tried to send my way to destroy me or to knock me off my pivot and knock me off focus from what God had planned for me, it didn't work. Y'all, tell me, I get on JPay. Now, this whole time I'm in prison, I don't talk to the boyfriend, the first boyfriend. Never had communications with him. I did call him a couple times when I first got to prison, but like through somebody on three-way. He never put money on his phone. He never even added me on JPay. Like, that's the least you could have did. He never did none of that, right? I got, at this point, 2 months left now. Why you add me on JPay? What is there to talk about? So he writes me on JPay and say, hey, I was just like, I miss you. What happened in work release? It's been a lot going on with me. I know I haven't been there for you like I should have been, but I know you're getting ready to come home. Do you need anything? Mind you, he had already reached out to my mama and asked my mama when I got out or, when I was coming home. My mama had already told me, and I told my mama to ignore him, like, don't respond back, because at this point, I did 3 years, 3+ years, and you hadn't reached out to me not one time. You hadn't put money on your phone. You hadn't sent me $1, a quarter. And now you wondering how I was doing, and I'm going to get out in 2 months? Boy, fuck you. So I never responded to the message. I felt like, here go the devil trying some shit. He trying to stir it up, but nope, I ain't finna respond. So about a week later, he like, hello, did you get my message? And then I'm just like, why does he keep writing me like ain't shit to talk about? And I know I'm kind of going back a little bit, pause real quick, because it made me so mad to know that I reached out to him several times, y'all, so many times. And mind y'all, he did like 3 years in prison. I was up and down that road like every weekend, money on my phone, sending him money, just everything. Me and his mama was really, really close as well. I mean, me and his mama was closer than him and his mama. So when all this happened and stuff, I even wrote her a physical letter, and she got my letter and didn't even respond to me. So fuck you too at this point. It's like they knew that I was gonna get ready to come home, and they tried to reach out to me. So I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? So he ended up, writing back again saying, hello, did you get my message? I'm trying to make sure you're straight. Do you need anything before you come home, or do you need anything when you come home? I never responded still because I felt like at this point it's too late, and you just trying to clout chase at this point, because I had already found out that he was telling people on the outside, like people that was asking about me.
Chase.
I think a lot of people didn't know that we had, broke up or whatever. I don't know, but they was asking him about me, and he was telling them like, oh, she's straight enough, she good. I make sure she's straight. What? You literally was telling people you was sending me money, that you was talking to me that I was good enough. I was good. Trust me, my boy, I was good, but not by you. You didn't make sure I was good. That blew my mind, y'all, when I found that out. That was cool.
Listen, my girl done made some progress, so give her a little credit, y'all. She was singing, yes, God is real. What the what? Yes, for I can feel him in my soul. She said, I'm getting a little emotional. I'm getting a little teary-eyed. Girl, you stole a bunch of money and only got 48 months. You should have known the Lord was real at that time. But remember, she was mad because she thought that God was supposed to let her walk scot-free. They put her on trash duty. Oh, Sierra can't win for losing. No, they kept that prison open just for you. Child, what was in that damn mystery meat? What y'all think that was? It says not for human consumption. Serving them dog food. Not the food director. She loves wine. Yeah, she do. Girl, mind your business. I was saying that when she said she went and called and made a report. They know what the hell they delivered up in there. Lord, I can't go to jail. This too much drama, baby. I'd rather be in high school. This giving high school with damn bars. Never been on a city bus, but been on a prison van as if it was the norm. Can't make this up. Listen, don't shoot the messenger. I know old girl was in there for a horrific crime against a child, but hey, we don't know how the message is going to be delivered. We just got to receive it, okay? Because she was just a vessel. She was just a vessel. Oh my God, the day before my birthday. Because admin evaluation paperwork usually takes 90, 60 to 30 days. Okay, days out for release. Okay. You claustrophobic, heart palpitations starts just thinking about it. I can't do it. She talked to God like he her homeboy. Hey, your relationship is your relationship. Try it, Nesto. Did you listen though? Hey, you got him. Yeah, you right, Shan. Hey, you go to him as you are. That is true. I do too. I be like, God, check this out. Oh God, peep game. God, I see you trying to holler at me. I hate the COs like that. Yeah, she was doing the most. Sometimes I be like, Jesus, here you go with the mess. Why me, Lord? Why? Okay, why would he you cheated on him? Yeah, like old boy had been gone. You put him out for eggplant. Now you need a ninja? What you thought? She act like she gonna have $1 million when she get out. Is this the one she cheated on? Yes. You left him and told him you loved old boy. What the heck? A career scammer convict acting like she the prize. Baby, one thing Sierra got is damn self-esteem, honey. You can't make this up. I mean, I understand it doesn't make you a bad person per se, but geez. Hey, Rat. We almost done, y'all. Y'all see my girl done been delivered. Okay, she can recognize when she being tested. She sounds like a dude that cheated on his wife for years and she finally left. Okay, hey Baba lady. As usual, I'm late to the porch, but I'm in. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Listen, it's going on here. This is Sierra. She can't win for losing. I think we got about 15 more minutes, y'all. I tried to let it play as much as it could without me interrupting so we can get to the end. When y'all see my girl run up out of that jail, my girl gonna be, y'all wait on it. I think Sierra getting it.
Crazy. So after the third attempt, he never wrote back. It was just like, okay, he got the point. Like, fuck you, I ain't fucking with you or whatever. So I moved on or whatever.
Tried.
Now, mind you, my friend was in there as well. She came from work release, but she also was at gas with me. But we were on the, we was in the same kind of dorm, but she was on one side and I was on the other side. She's from Jacksonville as well. Do y'all know? I thought he had gave up or whatever. Do y'all know he not reached directly out to her, but he reached out to somebody that knew her, and that person wrote her on JPay and told me a such and such is looking for Sierra. Tell Sierra to write him back. Y'all, he was trying so hard, and I still didn't understand, why are you trying so hard to get my attention now that I'm gonna get ready to come home? Mind y'all, she's telling me this through the window, and we used to sign like sign language a lot in there. So like A, B, C, D, E. But we used to go real fast saying it. I don't even remember how to sign like that no more. A, B, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M. Anyways, but we would sign language through the window, and she was reading. I was like, slow down, slow down, slow down. And so she was going real slow, and I was reading. I was like, I know you fucking out. So I was like, meet me at red, meet me at red. She meet me at Rick and she like, girl, he trying to get in touch with you. You don't want to talk to him? He said he got some money. He trying to put some money on my books. Are you serious, babe? I got too much. I don't want nothing he got. Nothing he has to offer me. Like, I can't do nothing with it. I'm good. Moving along. So they end up trying to bring more, like how Gaston had service dogs. They tried to bring service dogs to Hernando. And the dorm that I was in, they wanted to make it the service dog dorm. Not only was it a service dog, they wanted to bring cats. Cats? I don't do cats at all. I love dogs, but cats, ain't no way I'm staying in any dorm. I don't care if they're in a cage. Nothing. I'm not staying in no dorm with no cats. I'd rather be locked up. Seriously. So once I found out or whatever that they were bringing cats and stuff to the dorm, I was like, I want to sign out to get out of this dorm. Like, I can't stay in this dorm. I'm allergic to cats. I lied. I'm not allergic to cats. I just don't like cats. So I told them that I was allergic to cats or whatever. Why did I do that? I don't know why I was a target, but it seemed like I was a target. So I beat the paperwork saying I was allergic or whatever. Do you know they still try to make me stay in the dorm? Like, oh, you don't have any your medical records doesn't show anything that you're allergic to any cats or whatever. You want to stay in this dorm? Y'all, I showed out so bad. That's when I kind of lost. I ain't gonna say lost, failed the test, because like I said, I knew that God had been testing me, but I kind of failed the test because I showed out so bad, y'all. Because I honestly really hate cats. Like, I'm afraid of them. I don't like them at all. So I showed that. I started cursing the man. I was like, Because before I started, let me say, pause. Before I cursed him out, I was telling him like, okay, well, I need to go speak to a lieutenant or somebody because I can't be in here with cats. And he was like, when you see a lieutenant around the compound, then you can talk to the lieutenant then. So cool. I gotta go right now. I'll wait till it's break time, lunchtime, something like that. When I get out these doors, I'm going to the lieutenant office. I'm gonna let them know like I can't be in this dorm. I don't know what this man had done told the lieutenant, but obviously he done lied and told the lieutenant that I was trying to get out of this dorm and go over there to the dorm with my girlfriend. He didn't say friend. He said my girlfriend was over there. Basically, I was dating a girl that was across the way, and I want to switch dorms. That blew the fuck out of me, because anybody know me, like, girlfriend, I am not gay. I ain't never been gay. Never want to try nothing. Like, why would you lie on me, sir? Like, you lied. So when she said that that's what he told her or whatever, I was like, ma'am, I've never been gay in my life. I've never had a girlfriend. That's my friend in that dorm, but I don't even care. Y'all got to put me in that dorm. Y'all can put me in another dorm. She had already made up in her mind, the lieutenant, that I want to get over there with my girlfriend. So she told me no, that they wasn't moving me, that I was going to have to stand up with the dorm. I mean, with the cat. Baby, when I tell y'all I showed out so bad, they had to put me in lock because I showed out so bad.
Call Tallahassee.
Part 23 of Surviving Prison. This is almost like I'm gonna call this a shorty, because this is a short clip. It's not gonna be long at all. So, like I said, I showed out on the lieutenant and the officer that lied on me, talking about that was my girlfriend. I cursed them out so bad till they had to cuff me up and take me to law. I was just so mad and emotional because I was just like, deep down inside, I know I'm not gay. And at the same time, y'all trying to keep me in this dorm with a fucking cat. And I'm telling y'all I'm allergic to cats. I'm telling y'all this. And y'all basically fucking with me. So it was like, since y'all fucking with me, I'm gonna give y'all something to, lock me up for.
Sierra,
I cursed them out. I was calling them all kinds of stuff. I can't
it.
remember everything I said, y'all, but I cursed them out so bad. So guess how many nights I did in there? In lock? Two nights.
What happened,
the warden ended up coming to the lock or whatever, and basically did his rounds and was walking around. He asked me, what did I do? Why was I in there? I told him the whole story. He investigated, looked into it, and guess what? They let me out.
Oh,
nobody but God, y'all, because I wasn't supposed to get out the way I cursed some people out. It was God. God sent that warden down there to talk to me. Not only that, they tried to put me back in the same dorm, but guess how God blocked it? There was no more empty beds in the dorm. There was nowhere to put me in that dorm. They tried to be nasty, and still, when I got out, put me in that same dorm where the cats was at, where I showed out and told them that I was allergic to cats. And God said, nope, you got to be quicker than that. It was no more beds available. So they had no choice but to put me in another dorm. They did not put me in a dorm where my friend was at, quote unquote, my girlfriend, which it wasn't my girlfriend, but they did, switch my dorm because they didn't have a choice. Whole time, y'all, I'm still just trying to figure out, like, I know I showed my ass. I know I cursed some people out. How am I getting out of lot so fast? Like, I know what I told the warden, and I know they investigated and looked into it, but really, God was showing out for me, y'all. God said, I see you changing, Sierra. I see you doing the right thing, and that's all I want from you. And this, I'm saying all this to say is, my whole prison sentence, I did the wrong thing. I was selling cigarettes, talking to officers, just doing what the fuck Sierra wanted to do. Went to work release, did the wrong thing. Went to work release and had drinks, and just whatever Sierra wanted to do, I was doing it because I wanted to do the time and not let the time do me. Little did I know, God was trying to get my attention the whole time. God was trying to get my attention before I went to prison. I ignored God the whole time. Never listened to him. He said, you know what? I'm going to sit you down, and you ain't going to have no choice but to give me your attention. And so that's what he did. And it wasn't until it was almost at the last bit of my sentence so he really started to grab hold of me, shake me up, and show me, I got you. But you have to be faithful. You have to be obedient, and you have to change. At this moment, y'all, I was determined that I was not going back home the same person I came in prison as. I was not that girl no more. That girl that came into prison in 2018, she's long gone. She died. We had a funeral for her. We buried her ass because I'm a whole new woman. But I'm going to finish telling y'all the rest because it is going to get ready to end. I probably got like 3 or 4 more episodes. But I'm going to finish telling y'all the rest tomorrow and up until my release date. But I just want to share that with y'all. If you are going through anything and you don't trust God, I'm telling you right now, put your trust in God. Have faith. God is an unwavering God. You can do all things through Jesus Christ. Like, I'm telling y'all, this ain't something I'm thinking. This is something I know. Trust God, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, no matter your flesh, how your flesh feels. Because sometimes we get weak. I get weak. I be like, oh, I don't know if it's going to happen. But I always, like right now today, I always think about the things that God had took me through and put me through while I was in prison, and what he showed up for me, when I was down and I didn't think that things were going to happen. So just trust God, y'all. Good night.
All right, Sierra.
Part 24 of Surviving Prison. So as y'all know, I had got out a lot within those 2 days by the grace of God. I don't know, what took over. It was just, like I said, by the grace of God, I got out. I went to a different dorm. I did see the officer that I cursed out. I seen him around. He didn't say anything to me. He would look at me, like he wanted to say something, but he never did say anything to me. Neither did that lieutenant. So I was good. Nobody, was messing with me. At this point, I got 2 months left. I'm literally counting down, like not even a full 2 months. I'm getting ready to go home. So I'm trying to stay clear of any kind of trouble. God, I don't want no more tests, Lord. But if it is a test that's coming my way, Lord, please let me pass it. At this point, I'm excited. Like, I'm getting ready to go home. I be calling home every day, trying to make plans or whatever. My friend, she was like, she wanted to throw me a party, a welcome home party. So I was trying to prepare for that. It was a little drama in the midst of that because my best friend and one of my close cousins don't get along. They didn't like each other. And they had me stressed out my last month there. Like, I was really, really stressed out because my best friend was throwing me the party. And she didn't want my cousin to come.
Oh, no,
the party is for me. However, I can't say, hey, I want such and such to be there if she's throwing it and it's at her, house or whatever. So it was a lot of drama with that. So I was stressed out, but I tried not to let that bother me because I was still focused on, coming home, but it did bother me. Because I felt like everybody that was there for me or everybody that loved me, like really showed up for me, I wanted them to be a part of the party. And it didn't happen like that, but we'll talk about that later. So anyways, I get on JPay later on that day.
What happened,
and
girl?
Y'all guess who added me back on JPay?
Sugar daddy?
I deleted him, but he added me back. The black sugar daddy, not the white one that was sending all the money. The black one who said he want to get married, want me to meet his son, blah, blah, blah. Child, you asked me and you like, basically, you want to come pick me up from prison. You want to start over. You got a promotion on your job. You was wondering like, if it's just about the money, you can give me more money, but you just really want to be with me. At this point, it's giving delusional. It's giving stalker. It's giving, I don't know about this because, sir, I deleted you. Why would you add me back? And you really like want me to meet your son? You talking about marriage and you think I'm gonna let you come pick me up from prison? Please stop playing with me. I ain't gonna lie though. So I wasn't all the way there yet. Like
Went
in my
all the way
spiritual walk,
delivered.
I was getting there. But hey, when he said he got a new promotion, I'm like, okay. So basically you saying you can send me some more money if the money is an issue. Money was definitely an issue because that's what this thing was supposed to be about, right? So what can you do for me? Like, okay, I'm gonna get ready to come home. I'm gonna need this, I'm gonna need that, I'm gonna need, blah, blah, blah. What can you do for me? And I'm so glad that I'm not like that no more. I'm so glad that I'm not money hungry or greedy or anything like that as far as money and financial stability goes, because that shit can just get you just in a world full of trouble. Like, example, me, like, it was like I was so focused on money, and it got me where I landed at. But so he ended up saying like, oh, basically for him to do all these things for me or to give me the money, he basically wanted to see me in person first. He wanted to come pick me up from prison. No, sir, that's a no-go. I'm not going for that. Like, you can't come pick me up. I said, oh, my mama and my family is already excited to come pick me up. Like, I've already got plans for my family to come pick me up. So he like, well, can I at least come down there to meet you, when you first get out? I understand you don't got to ride back with me. Sir, you finna come all the way from Texas just to say, oh, I want to see her face when she come out the gate? Nah, it was really giving creepy, y'all. So I was just like, oh my God, like, I don't know. I just wouldn't recommend it for nobody as far as like the sugar daddies go, because that shit do be creepy sometimes. Luckily, the white man wasn't on the type of time he was on though. Because like I said, he came to see me at work release and we went shopping and out to eat and stuff. So, but as the time continues, I'm down to 1 month now. I go to church heavily now, like I'm always there. And so it was one particular day I went to chapel and we had a visitor there and she prayed for me. Y'all, she prayed for me and it was so crazy. After she was done praying for me, she was like a prophetess and she was just telling me like, God said, job well done. He's proud of you and that your purpose in life is much bigger than what you think it is. So I'm just like, well, what does that mean? Like, can you elaborate? She was like, I can't. She was like, that's just what God told me to tell you. I don't know. So I'm just like, that's weird. Like, so I'm praying out like, well, God, what's my purpose? I need to know my purpose in life. Like, what do you have me on earth for? That stuck with me for a long time. Shit, even now, I still sometimes struggle and ask God what my purpose is, but I'm slowly finding out what my purpose is. And once I got on here and started telling my story, it's kind of like coming together. Like the pieces to the puzzle is like, it's fitting now, if y'all follow me. But anyway, so I just want to say that part real quick. But back to the sugar daddy real quick, the black sugar daddy. Do y'all know this man was so upset that I really told him like I had to stop messing with him? He literally called up to the prison and tried to get me in trouble.
Sir,
it was like I can't win for losing. Like, it was always something. Mind y'all, he never sent me money at this particular prison. He sent me money when I was at the cupcake camp. Now, why would you call this particular prison? You told the people that my account was fraudulent, like the commissary account, that I was forcing him to put money in my account,
I don't even know
that
you.
I threatened him, like, and it was fraudulent transactions basically.
You tried to get
that
a
was
refund?
the craziest shit I've ever heard. So basically, they had locked my commissary account. So now I can't go to the store and shop. Now I'm pissed. Because, I mean, I do have 1 month left, but still, like, within this 1 month, I need my commissary. I ain't eating out the kitchen. So now my books are locked, and they do usually lock your account 2 weeks before you go home, but not this soon. So basically, they told me that my account was under investigation. It was under investigation until they, figured out, where the funds was coming from and all that. But you never sent funds at this particular prison. So why would you call these people and lie like that? Y'all, I was 38 high. I wanted to, like, literally, now I want you to come see me. I wanted you to come see me, and y'all forgive me, please. Don't judge me, but I wanted him to come see me so I can see him in his face and spit right in his motherfucking face. I was so hot.
Sierra.
But as they were looking at the transactions, they figured out like, okay, well, they didn't see nothing coming from his name, and they opened my account back up because basically you lied. You can't say that the charges was fraudulent. They can't do anything that was done at another prison. First of all, let's get that straight. But second of all, I was telling them, I said, if I'm being honest, ma'am, he was a sugar daddy that I met online. He did send me a couple dollars at the other prison, but it was nothing like that. And he offered y'all can go through my JPay messages and read the messages where he offered to send me this money. So they did their investigation, looking through the messages and everything, and they cleared my account back. Like, they opened my account back up. That was crazy. But I say that to say, it was every time I turned around, it was always something. It was like the devil tried to get me in every way he could. Like, oh, I ain't get it this way. I ain't get it in law. I ain't do this. I ain't do that. Let me use this. it never worked though. Nothing could stick. Part 25 of surviving prison. So at this point, I have a couple weeks left in prison.
Come on, Steve.
And when I tell you these
Y'all
weeks were
think
going by
she gonna
so
get
slow,
out?
like literally moving so slow. So as y'all know, the sugar daddy.
Y'all think our girl gonna get out? I'm trying to let it play through. We all literally got about 5 minutes left.
Wanted me so bad. He was delusional as fuck. He had my account shut down because they had to investigate. They actually opened my account back up because, again, sir, you sent money at the other prison. You never sent me money here. So they couldn't do anything. They opened my account back up. It was open for about a week and a half because the last 2 weeks that you're in prison, whatever's in your account, they cut you a check for it and they shut your account down. So it wasn't open that long. It was like open a week and a half. However, I was able to go shopping and do my thing. I had my cousin call him because I was so pissed. Like, why would you do that to me? Like, because I don't want you to come pick me up because I'm not serious. He basically was like, oh, I used him. I played with him. He gonna get me back for that. Like, he was delusional. So at this point, I'm scared because, like, what you mean you gonna get me back? Like, are you planning on something else? Like, are you really trying to come to the prison to pick me up, like, or do something to harm me? Like, okay, let me leave this crazy ass man alone. So I was really close with one of the girls that was in there or whatever. She was from, I want to say she was from Tampa, and she was cool. The whole time I was there, we had, got close or whatever. So she was gay, and first of all, they don't play this gay shit at the faith base. Like, you might get away with it at the cupcake camp and all that, but at the faith base, they don't play that. Well, in prison, there's ways around everything. So I was her lookout sometimes, like when she wanted to do her little thing or whatever. But this particular day, first of all, I'm changed. Like, I'm not the same person I was when I came in there. I'm just like totally different. I'm more humble. I'm closer to God. It's just like I'm just totally different. So she couldn't respect it. Like, she asked me to be her lookout, and I was just like, no, I ain't on it. And she was just like, what? Like, get smart. And I'm like, I'm not on it. Like, you can get somebody else. Because for one, I don't really care for the gay shit, to be honest. But if you want to do your thing, cool. I can't stop you. But if I'm telling you I ain't on it, like, find somebody else to do it. She was like, oh, since when you can't look out for me? Like, that's fucked up. Like, getting loud. And I'm just like, hey, like, I ain't trying to beef with you about, being your lookout. But I'm just ain't on it no more. Like, I'm on some different shit. Like, I ain't trying to, condone no shit like that. And just please respect my mind. Like, at the end of the day, respect me. And so she just kind of got loud and was just like, oh, fuck you then. I'm just like, oh, here we go. Here's a test. I literally did not feed into it. I was just like, okay. I walked away. I went on my bunk. I started laughing because I'm just like, she's funny. Like, how you mad? Because I don't want to be your lookout. She started getting loud, talking to somebody else. Like, oh, that bitch went to church. Now she done started going to church. So now she all holier than thou. And it's not even about me being holier than thou. It's just like, I'm just not on it. And why you can't respect it? People are true. So eventually she ended up getting somebody else to be her lookout. Cool. I don't care. Like, I don't care what you do. I just wasn't doing it. But my whole thing is, if I was like nasty or whatever, I could have been a police. But first of all, I ain't never been a police. But if I was, when the people came or whatever, I could have been like, hey, they in such and such. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't do that. And the police did their rounds. And I didn't even say anything. I was still like, I was cool. I was minding my business. Mind y'all, we were cool at one point. So that I'm gonna get ready to go home. So basically now you mad and you trying to stop me from going home. Because now you going around the compound lying, like telling people I'm talking about them. I got a lot of shit to say about it. I mean, like, just starting stuff. So one girl, and she wasn't even on it. This other girl that was in another dorm came up to me and was like, such and such said you was talking about me and talking about my charges and what I'm in here for. I'm just trying to figure out, what's that about? What's that to talk about? I'm looking at her like, what? Who said I said what? She repeated it and said the girl named who I used to be cool with. I'm just like, why would she go lie on me like that? Because now you want me to get in a fight. Now you want me to get in an argument. Now you want me to get sent to law and I go home. Like, people are so trifling and they can't stand to see you change. Luckily, the girl was not on that rah-rah stuff. She was just asking me a question. And I was like, listen, I never said anything about you, but if I did, I would have told you. Like, or I would have said, you know what I'm saying? I would have said I said it because anything I say once, I say it twice, 3, 4, 5 times. But this particular person that told you that, ask her why she told you that. Why, if I did tell her that, why she come back to tell you that? She being messy and she trying to start something. I said at the end of the day, she's upset about another situation. And I won't even tell her business, but she upset about another situation. And so we ain't talking. And now she's trying to start stuff. And of course, everybody know I'm finna get ready to go home. So the girl was just like, okay, well, I apologize if you ain't said it and we good, we cool. But she definitely came and told me that. And I was just like, well, I see her worried about what I'm in here for. I barely even know you. I know you from around, but I don't even know you like that. So I don't understand why would you be talking about my business? And I'm just
very petty.
I never said anything about you or your business. I could care less what you in here for, babe. I'm finna go home. I wish everybody luck in here. And I pray that y'all go home soon. Now, mind you, the girl that I was close with, she's in the same dorm with me. So Now I'm looking at her, but y'all, I feel like she wanted me to say something to her. She wanted me to run down on her, but I wouldn't do it because it's like, girl, I'm gonna go home, and when I go home, you're still
Yeah.
gonna be here, baby. You still got like 2 years left, so whatever. She never said anything to me like about the situation. I never mentioned it to her. Like I just moved on. Like it is what it is. She eventually like never
Yeah,
really
she
even talked to me
would.
again. Actually, before I left, when I did get ready to leave, maybe like the day before, she was just like, "Good luck out there. I hope you do good." And I just was like, "Thank you." I wanted to say, "Fuck you, bitch." Like, don't wish me well. But I wasn't rude. I was very nice. I was just like, thank you. Moving along. So now I'm down to about 2 weeks, maybe a week. I don't know, but I'm finna go to get out. So now I'm bugging everybody. Like I'm calling my mama, my sister, my cousin. I'm calling everybody. Hey, y'all got my outfit. I'm calling my best friend. Like, hey, because my best friend do hair. I'm like, hey, did you get my hair? Like everybody's sick of me at this point. They're like, girl, like get out already because we are sick of you. Like we ready for you to come on too. So every day is literally hard for me to go to sleep now. Like I'm up pacing. I can never go to sleep. Like for a week straight, I couldn't go to sleep because it's like literally this is happening. I'm almost at the finish line, y'all. I remember when I couldn't see this day, like, and now I'm actually finna get out and walk out these gates. It was just like so surreal. Usually I wasn't a red kind of girl. Like if they call red to go outside or whatever, I ain't never really go outside like that. But baby, it's almost time for me to go home. I'm going outside every chance I get because I can't keep pacing back and forth in this dorm. So my friend that's from Jacksonville, that I'm still cool with, she always wonders. So she used to come to the window like, come outside, come outside. Usually I say no. Child, I beat her outside this time. So mind y'all, she came home maybe like 2 or 3 days after me. This girl is literally sad. Like every day we go to rest, she like counting down, friend, you got 3 days or you got 4 days, like, and she really sad. But I'm like, girl, you right behind me. Anyway, stay tuned, y'all, because we got one more week left. Here's the season finale of Surviving Prison.
Yes,
Well,
we
y'all,
made it.
we made it. I am down to the day that I'm finna get ready to get out. Well, I'll say the day before I'm getting ready to get out. I can't sleep. I got bad anxiety. Like I literally keep calling home. Like I don't call home. I don't call everybody I can think of. My mama, my sister, my cousin, my friend. I don't call everybody. I make sure everything right. Like, hey, what time y'all gonna be here? I don't know what time they're gonna release me. I'm praying that they release me early, but what time y'all gonna be here? Who all coming? So it was my mama, my baby sister, and two of my cousins that came to get me.
Thank
I done took my
God.
shower. I ain't ate no dinner. I don't want nothing. I cleared my lock. I done gave everything away. It's time for the last count. So I get ready to they come around. I say my DC number and I say for the last time,
Say your shit, girl.
S62099 Washington, and everybody start clapping. Woo! Yay! I literally did not get any sleep, so I probably slept about maybe an hour and a half. I probably went to bed about 4
I'm
a.m.
happy
I
for
woke back up at
CC.
like 5:15, 5:30, and the lights is on. You know, everybody getting ready to go to breakfast. I literally stripped my bed. Ain't nothing, no sheets. All my stuff packed up right there, waiting. Like, hey, like what time they gonna call me? So
Where
when
y'all
leaving prison,
at?
you have to go
Where
do like
you
a
at?
medical exam. So they did end up calling me about 6:30 to go out for my medical exam to make sure that everything was good, up to date. Then they give me all my paperwork saying what's what. It's a whole process, and then you have to go and see another administration about your funds. Like if you had any money that was left over in your account, they have to put it on a debit card, like a little prepaid debit card. So of course they had to cut my check and put it on my debit card. And at this point, it's about like 7:30. I'm like, hey, like what time I'm gonna get released? They like, well, Miss Washington, calm down. You got to do all your release paperwork, and then you'll get released. So once I was finished with that, they was like, do you want to go eat breakfast? Breakfast? No, I don't want to eat no breakfast. They don't want to walk out of these gates. I no breakfast. So I ended up going
I
back to the
leave them
dorm. I
walking. I
called my
don't
mama
need
and I
no
was like, hey, mom.
ride.
She was like, hey, girl, we on the way. I was like, on the way? Y'all ain't here yet? She was like, girl, is you released yet? I was like, I don't know. I might be getting released like in 5 minutes. No, I'm not. But y'all need to be in the parking lot waiting. So she like, girl, we on the way. So I hangs up or whatever. I go sit on my bunk. People trying to come over there and talk. I'm like, I don't really got no words, like, cause I got so much bad anxiety. Like, I was on the streets for a little while when I went to work release, but I wasn't there long enough to like feel what I'm gonna feel when I walk out these gates, knowing that I'm a free woman. Like, I don't gotta ever, 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 ever experience that again. I don't never gotta see y'all again. Like, so you know what I'm saying? I was really, really, really excited, but I was excited but nervous. I literally was emotional. I was sitting down in bed, rocking back and forth, crying, like, and people coming up like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you crying?" I'm crying because I don't know how to feel right now. I'm crying because I waited so long to get to this moment and it's really here, and I don't know how to feel. So I'm emotional. I didn't know what to do but cry. So another hour passed by. It's 9 o'clock. I'm like, why they ain't called me yet? I keep going outside. I mean, going to the window looking like, because you can kind of see the parking lot from the dorm I was in. You can kind of see the parking lot. And I didn't see their car. So I called my mom. I'm like, hey, mom. She like, girl, don't fucking call me no more. We outside. So I'm like, y'all outside? I don't see y'all. She like, girl, I'm gonna hang up my motherfucking phone. I'm outside. So I'm like, well, mom, you might as well stay on the phone. Like, let's run these minutes up because, like, you ain't gonna never ever be able to use these names again because I'm gonna go. Like, I never see this place again. So she like, see her, I don't want to talk. Get off my phone. Get off my phone. So I goes up to the bubble and I asked the officer that's on duty, like, hey, they not ready for me yet? Like, what's going on? He like, well, when they ready, because now he got attitude. He was an old lazy one too. He was like, when they ready for you, they'll call me. When they call me, I'll call you. Thank you. Have a good day. And I'm just like, oh, I say that. But I ain't show out because guess what? At the end of the day, y'all can't hold me forever. Y'all gotta let me go. So it was cool. I was just like, anxious, like ready to go. So about 30 minutes later, they finally called me, Washington, pack it up. When y'all hear your name and pack it up, that's the best feeling, whether you in county, whether you in prison, that's the best feeling you were ever gonna hear when you in trouble and they say, pack it up. And it wasn't no need to pack it up, baby. My stuff was at the door waiting for y'all to call me. So everybody wanted to come around when they said, oh, see you later. And I'll see you later. Hey, y'all gonna see me later. Let's try to Jacksonville and, something like that. But y'all gonna see me later. But everybody wanted to come around, give me a hug, and say, hey, baby, I'm trying to get out the door. Y'all should got y'all hugs. Y'all should got y'all goodbyes out already because I'm trying to get out this door.
Oh,
See you later, bye. Not see you later,
Vicky
but bye.
crying.
So my friend that was from Jacksonville, she was very emotional. Like she cried. She was super sad. She felt like she was so alone. But the girl, you got out 2 days after me. She was literally getting out 2 days after me. I got on the 6th, she got on the 8th. Like, chill, girl, baby girl, you get out too. So at this point, the administration, they called me. I go in there and check in. They give me some more paperwork. They give me the clothes that,
Girl,
my
I don't
mom
need
gave
no more
them or
paperwork.
whatever. Because you have to check in and say who you come pick up. And my mom gave them, my clothes that she picked me up in. As soon as I got those clothes, it felt like too surreal. Like, I was just like, this is really happening. Like, am I really gonna put on street clothes? Like, this is crazy. Like, it was a feeling that I can't I can't describe. Like, I can't even describe the feeling. I had gained so much weight to it ridiculous. The outfit that my mom brought me, I could not even fit it. Like, but it was stretch. Like, it was stretch material. Like the Nike, it was like the Nike tights and the Nike long sleeve shirt or whatever. But I made it work because I wasn't staying there, and I don't care what I had to put on. I was out there. The lieutenant basically was trying to talk to me and was just telling me like, going over paperwork and stuff like that. Giving me the data cards, telling me how to work it. I didn't hear anything. Like, it was a blur. Like, I didn't hear nothing. I was just like in a daze. And she was like, hey, Miss Washington, you hear what I'm saying? And she was like, because once you leave here, we can't activate the card. We can't tell you, anything about the card. Hey, yes, if I understand how to work a data card. Trust me, if anybody know how to work a data card, credit card, anything like that, it'll be me. I know how to I know how to work it, okay? But once I signed everything, it was final. And when the other lieutenant basically gave me a high five, I was like, hey, you made it out. We don't want to see you again. I was like, trust me, you won't. They opened them gates, y'all. They opened the gates, slid those gates open, and all I could do is I want to kiss the ground.
You should
I
have
couldn't do
fell
nothing
out,
but
girl.
I was smiling so big, y'all. And it was like, you're a free woman. All right, Miss Washington, take care. And I literally was walking so fast out the gates. Like it was going to come back and get me. I was walking so fast.
She got a
And
video.
yeah, y'all, that's it. March 6th, 2022, your girl survived prison.
Look at my girl. All right, I wasn't gonna stop it no more. I'm like, we gotta get through. My girl Sierra, she finally free. Charlie took a whole lot, but she finally made it. Let me read some of y'all comments. Cynthia could do her prison story. It says she be lying. She may not remember. She had on weight on her Timu outfit, baby. Sierra said she had on her scratchy Nike outfit. Worried about the wrong things. They tell you in prison, when you're getting ready to go home, you become humble puppy. Okay, you look straight ahead and don't talk to nobody, and you agree with whatever is said. If you want to get out, it's all about coming home outfit. You're out when you get out, per Shirley. I wouldn't have went to rec. People know you about to be released. They'll try you, Vicky. Thank God. Hello, y'all on the way? Y'all up the road? Where you at, mama? Girl, hurry up. Sierra on the ship working. Yes, she is on the ship working. Cynthia can't even be truthful as to why she even went to prison. Prison, do tell. I'm crying because I'm about to have a meltdown in the free world. Vicky, they say, are you okay, sis? Roll it up. Those are beautiful words unless you're getting transferred. And all I saw was Medea running to get her stuff and jumping over a bitch. Yes, to get up out of there. I'm not crying. She said she was crying. Yeah, she did. They should have dressed her out before that. Yeah. Why couldn't they have shipped her clothes earlier or something? I was about to find my way through the phone to give you a hug. Y'all know Vicky is a softy, but she said she wasn't crying this time. Yeah, she got out. Yeah, Sierra, we even cheering right here on the front porch. I don't know these folks. We don't either. We just happy to see a sister rehabilitated. Got out, got her a job, and opened her business. Come on, Sierra. Sierra might need to keep going to Bible study because she's still a working progress spiritually. That is true. Cynthia Prince's story will be full of da 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 da. Okay, and she got a job working on a ship. I missed some of that. Yes, she said that when she did her business plan when she was in business school, she's a free now. I think she does the work on the ship. She did say that. Okay, she got a life out the prison store. Yep, she do. Thank God for giving everyone free will. Yes, honey. Yes, our girl made it, y'all. Sierra is free. My girl is free, honey. She been through a lot, but I guess from listening to her story, I could see why people go back because they're in there like they away at college, honey. And they was having fun, sex, snacks. I mean, only thing they couldn't do was just, drive up to the 7-Eleven, baby, or leave the compound. Sonya could never. That's it. That's all I got. That was enough, all right. Sierra had us on edge. Good job, Sierra. Yes, Miss Buckeye. Let me stop sharing my screen. Yes, I mean she did what Nesto them couldn't do. She went through a lot. Her tribulations were self-inflicted. Yep, she wasn't ready. God, grace, and mercy is sufficient. Praise dance. She kept living a life. Wait a minute. She kept living like she was still in the free world while in prison. Facts. Yeah, she needed to go through all that, to be honest with you, because she wasn't gonna learn. And let's face it, we know people that get out and they be right back in there because they haven't learned. But it sounds like no, no, no. I don't want to interact with anybody I do content on. I like to keep it separated. That was a great story time. It is. It really is. Good night. No, I like to keep it separated. Nesto can run scams like she did. He too scary. Sierra said she ran her fraud scam for 9 to 10 years. So that was a minute. That was a minute. And she was slow because anybody in their right mind would have stopped probably. But it's like she was trying to make a career out of it. But she got it. She got it. All right, y'all. Drop y'all last thoughts in the chat. Naomi Grace was in I don't know who that is. So I'm gonna skip your comment. But I like to keep I like to keep my relationship separate. Okay. I just like to do the content. We talk about it and then we move on. I know that. That's why I put the laughing emoji. Bang. This is just for the front porch only. I don't want to cross over. But I did have girl, what I'm about to say, Natalie Holloway. April Holloway messaged me on here. So that was close. That's probably the closest I get. Even though I called it towards the end, that was a great story. I appreciate the switch up of content. Yes, most definitely. I'm going to bring some new things to the front porch. I think I'm gonna have to bring my scam. I miss doing my scams as well. All right, y'all drop y'all last thoughts. She know how to tell a story. I was on the edge of my seat. Yeah, she definitely kept us engaged because this whole story was 3 hours, even though we did partial part 1, and then we did the other part on part 2. Okay, yes, please like the live. Okay. I'm glad we got through it. It does remind me of my past, but I'm glad she's working on herself. I'm about to lie and say I'm in prison and get me a damn sugar daddy. Well, girl, how you gonna set up the kiosk? How you gonna set up the kiosk, B? I enjoy seeing her story. We need a follow up. She does have a life after prison series, but we'll follow up. We'll follow up with her, but we're not gonna spend that much time on it. But we can follow up. She was getting them men's. Vicky, she was getting them men's. She was getting them men's, Vicky. Sierra very confident, honey. Victor, they'll say, you're on house arrest and use the Google number. Okay, Vic. Oh, wait on y'all to find the comments and then we're gonna get up off of here. I done kept y'all long enough today. I'll be back tomorrow for Tokyo Ish Tuesday. And y'all know it's still gonna be Shirley and Ernesto, baby. Oh, no, actually it's not. He called somebody else on this call. Oh, but it's short. Okay, so I'm gonna have to add that to something because that's too short. If I had it up, I'll probably play it on our way going up out of here. So updates. Nesto attorney, Mr. Tidy Pants, has a scheduling conflict. So we think this is going to push Nesto to the back burner. And we don't know what's going to happen at this point because they're looking to be in court with trial on 118 count indictment trial, to be exact, from May 5th to August 5th. And thank you, Vicky, for sending me the RICO indictment for these individuals. I'll look at it tomorrow at work. So that's bad news for Nesto. He had been asking Cynthia if there had been any updates and things. So Jewel, now he gonna get the bad news. Woo, I did 3 loads of laundry, went to the store, and she was still talking. I'm glad she got it together. I'm glad you stuck it out with me, Muffin. Nesto is going to have another mediocre stroke. They may have to put Nesto in lock, okay? Yes, 118 counts. Vicky, I did write it down because I was gonna steal this, but Vicky said, no, ma'am, that's the name of the gang. Okay, yes, the gang is called Money, Power, and Loyalty. Okay, and they are on RICO up there in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, funny, anybody can get it. Willis is trying to clean this up, but this is not just in Atlanta. I've been seeing, I think it's Tennessee. And I want to say California or somewhere else where they have been arresting a lot of gang members on these RICO charges. So they're trying to clean it up. Yes, love the story. As for old girl, she is a prime example of a hard head make a soft ass, but there is hope for her still. Yes, because, you know, at the church, baby, they say it is still room. I better start playing up here, child, because my grandma would be. I may get popped in the back of my head while I sleep tonight, child. I don't raise Granny up, child, because she did not play with us when we went to church. Baby, it's still room. Good night, child. I'm over here laughing. Grandma, please, I got to go to work tomorrow. Come on the weekend, child. All right, y'all, put the outro on. All right, y'all. Good night. And Lady Janice, I thought I saw Callie was doing a little cleanup. All right, y'all. I'm really leaving now. Bye.